Schon los, hey. Heide, nei. Grüß Gottle miteinander. Ich hoffe, es geht euch gut, hey. Es geht ja schon los. Es geht ja schon los. Hast das Beste schon verpasst. Genesis, ne? Ne, habe ich nicht verpasst, habe ich tatsächlich geguckt sogar. Habe ich gar nicht verpasst. Jetzt muss ich immer gucken, wie wir das machen hier mit gucken. Sollen wir das mal so im Browser erstmal lassen? Und hi übrigens alle. Q ist auch da. Alle sind sie da.
That sounds awesome. Can you tell everyone what you've done to improve it?
Well, we started off by looking at what we originally had, and we realized that some mouth poses were really difficult to pull. So we focused on improving the range of motion of the mouth.
Reicht uns das? Nee, ne? Okay.
Hopefully, you can see there's more of a one-to-one relationship with what's going on in my webcam. And this has helped some of those problematic poses we were seeing before. One of which being a closed-lipped smile, which was quite difficult to achieve previously.
Das ist dann halt für mich auch doof. Ich muss dann immer hier rüber gucken. Die neuen Bomben-Sounds, die habe ich, glaube ich, tatsächlich gar nicht gehört. Was habe ich denn gehört? Ich habe irgendwie die Hälfte von der Genesis Präsi habe ich gesehen, glaube ich. Ich habe da irgendwie, als sie das mit den zerfallenen Mauern und so gezeigt haben.
And finally, one other thing we noticed was the tracking quality could be quite noisy in environments where the lighting is less than ideal. So to combat this, we've introduced tracking stabilization, which helps to reduce the amount of noise we get from the webcam. We're seeing positive results in low light conditions, but we're also seeing
wenn das endlich mal auch der Tobi machen kann. Hier dieses Face Tracking. Ja, genau, das habe ich gesehen zum Schluss. Und dann ein bisschen das Audio halt, also diese Tech-Demo von dem neuen Audio-Ding.
So, I see you're in the character creator. Let's change how you look.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's change up my appearance here a little bit.
Ich bin eigentlich dem Browser.
The super cool thing about the character customizer is that it continues to track my face even when editing. And this is great if you want to see what Foyt will look like on your character before you commit to your appearance. Let's start off by changing my hairstyle, shall we? We have a bunch of cool hairstyles to pick from, and I used to have pretty long hair back in the day. So let's try and find something longer than I currently have. Okay, that's wild. Not quite what I'm looking for, but what else do we have? Let's see here. There we go. Much better. The fun thing here is with the head tracking, it's much easier to rotate around and quickly see what I'm going
Ja, das ist mir klar. Das hat er nicht nur heute.
That looks good to me.
Das hat er ja nicht nur heute.
Same for anything else in the customizer, but I'm going to go ahead and remove my beard here. Because I want to show you that Foyt still works when changing the structure.
Jetzt gerade? Nee, ich hatte die liegen ja in einem Ordner. Die liegen in einem Ordner. Die liegen lokal eigentlich, wenn du die gespeichert hast. Ich habe die bis jetzt immer mitgenommen, auch in die PTUs und so.
Foyt won't break when you combine these heads together. So if you just want to tweak a small aspect of your character,
ja, das ist ja schon ganz nice. Guck mal, ich glaube, die liegen. Die liegen, glaube ich, irgendwo lokal in dem User-Verzeichnis. Ich glaube, hier bei Profiles liegen die drin. Bin mir nicht ganz sicher. Nee, da guck mal, Custom Characters. Das sind deine Charakterdateien. Ah, siehst du gerade gar nicht, warte. Hier. In deinem Verzeichnis, in dem User Client 0 Custom Characters, wenn du dir den Ordner wegsicherst, Da hast du deine Charakter drin abgelegt. Okay?
Overall infrastructure behind VoIP and VoIP.
Well, first of all, we've heard you. We know.
Ich meine, klar,
We've
wenn er dir
tried
den
it,
Ordner
and
jetzt
it
geleert
sometimes
hat,
works,
ist
and sometimes doesn't
vermutlich blöd gelaufen.
So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be updating the voice service and a total overhaul of the voice server. This is
Wann?
actually important, and we need to do this anyways, because we have to update the voice infrastructure for the much larger shards that are coming. So this is going to improve reliability and the voice quality. So one of the
Sollen wir
biggest
Musik
things that we're
laufen
gonna be
lassen? Ist
doing
die
for
zu
you
laut
guys
oder sollen wir
is
die
to
leiser
make sure
machen?
that you have feedback in the game for when this is working and when this is not working. When you're transmitting, when you're receiving, you really have to know.
Oder
So
wollt
whether
ihr
that's picture in
Vollscreen?
picture,
Sollen wir gar
whether
nicht
that's an
spielen?
icon telling you
Ich würde halt
transmitting,
nebenbei mal immer
these are
wieder
all
so ein
gonna be things that
bisschen
we're adding as we go
spielen
forward with these
wollen.
features.
Und mal gucken, was so passiert. Bis jetzt habe ich nämlich, glaube ich, immer nur so einen Drehkreisel. Ich glaube, man kommt gar nicht rein. Kann das
Am I
sein?
done?
Should we get Gabe back on? Yeah, let's get Gabe back in here.
Hey,
Okay, there's room for 4.
Yeah.
there's a
Right?
lot of people on stage now.
Bit
Ben,
crowded, right?
Can we
crowded.
kick Sean?
Yeah, we can. I think we should kick Sean. Bye, Sean. Certainly do it.
Bye, Sean.
Bye, Sean.
Ich krieg hier nur so einen Drehkreisel.
We've joined parties and we even kicked some people. That's super great.
Ja, irgendwann
But what if you're
18:30
new to the
dann.
game? Ben, behind you. Oh,
Ich hätte jetzt schon noch ein paar Stündchen.
the guide system.
Aber
So
bis jetzt geht nicht arg viel mehr wie das hier.
New players and experienced players to match up, basically for a new player to get training and learning the ropes. Wait, are we bringing it in the game?
Top.
Yeah, of course we are. So, ultimately, we want to encourage you all.
Guck mal, hier geht gar nichts. Ich habe nur einen Drehkreiseln.
Complex as Star Citizen is, and while we're improving how we teach you the game, it's irreplaceable to have another player by your side showing you the ropes. So, we want to keep the guide types from the website, because there's already a lot of good ones there. And they already cover a very wide variety of gameplay. And as we add more game systems, more
Update?
guide types are going to get added too.
Nee, oder?
And base building's a great example of that, which is a little teaser there for tomorrow.
No teaser. Dear tease.
Oh yeah.
Flotsch.
But now, how do you become a guide? So
Ja,
there's
war-
gonna be a list of
War
requirements
halt
that
mal
you've gotta meet.
wieder
And this list will
ein
require you doing content
ziemlich
like
cinematischer
contract beacons
Trailer.
or many other
Die
things
Tech
as
ist
well.
wie immer geil
And
gewesen. Also es
ultimately,
ging
once
so
you check that
um
list, you can then opt in to
Genesis,
become a guide.
das ist die
And really, we've done this because we
Planetengenerierungstechnik,
wanted
die dann
becoming
eben
a
dafür
guide to
sorgt,
really
dass
mean
du
something, both to yourself,
neben
to other
auf so
players,
generierten
so they can rely on your
Systemen
experience.
automatisiert
But why become a
Habitation,
guide? Out of the
belebte
goodness of your own
Gebiete, in denen dann auch Quests und so weiter aufploppen und sich selbstständig
heart? Some of you love to help,
generieren
and a lot
können
of you already are.
und so weiter und so weiter. Es sah alles sehr schön aus.
There are going to be rewards available.
Aber
for
ja,
those of
das
you that
kennen
do
wir ja, ne?
Because we like to get paid. You do like to get paid. But ultimately, we want you to want to help. All right. So I've been doing a lot of guide stuff. And I've
Ja,
reached
ist halt
a
nur
guide
Tech-Video
level in the
gewesen,
field
ja.
that I'd
Und
like to
Zoom
do
und
tons
so,
of
ne?
content on.
Soll
Or
Zoom
I'm a
alles
new
rein.
player And I need training in a key area. How does this all tie together? Let me answer my own question. It ties into beacons, trust, and rating systems. Or as we say internally, beacons, but actually good.
Ja, überhaupt eben alles. Also, ich meine, da geht es ja immer um diese prozedurale
So beacons have been in the game for a while,
Generierung
but we
von
are
solchen
juicing
Welten.
them up.
Yeah, so let's look at how
Ja,
we're juicing them
absolut,
up.
absolut.
So first off, tying into the guide stuff, we're adding a new type of beacon. So guide beacons.
Ich meine, das
It means
können
that
sie
if
halt
you
schon,
are
ne?
a
Das
guide, you'll be able to respond
wissen
to
wir
them.
ja auch.
If you need a guide, you broadcast them. And if you need a guide, you can be certain that whoever responds to them knows their stuff.
Invalid Location ID.
So this is obviously good for new players needing to learn the game, but even seasoned players like yourselves, you're gonna have a great use for this because there's always something new to learn in the verse.
So spieltechnisch geht
So you
gar
just
nichts,
post your
ne?
question,
Schon traurig,
you
dass Star
broadcast it out,
Citizen
the guides
halt
know
gerade
where
mal
it is,
wieder die
they can
Kategorie,
accept
gerade
it,
mal wieder
contact you, and once you have the
37.000
information
Zuschauer
you
hat.
need,
auf Twitch, was in den letzten Monaten, glaube ich, eher so die Seltenheit war. Und ausgerechnet, weil sie ihre Con haben und nicht irgendwie, weil das Spiel gerade nicht funktioniert.
Now, all this beacon stuff sounds fine, but let's be honest. I have a friend, not me, but every time they use a beacon, they get ganked.
Kann ich da jetzt irgendwie
How are we
Exit
gonna
oder sowas machen?
What are we gonna do to make sure that whoever is answering my call for help is trustworthy?
You sure that's your friend and not you?
Da geht halt gar nichts beim Spiel selber, ne?
So we've got a few ways of tackling this, and one of them is actually subsidizing the beacons.
Wollte gerade
So
sagen,
build
ja,
contribute
Marketing
rewards
ist
to
halt
the
alles
payouts
bei
and
dem
service
Spiel,
beacons, and
ne?
we'll get to
Oder
that shortly.
vieles.
But that could be money, reputation, or potentially other rewards as well.
Because we like getting paid.
Ja, und alle
And
Entwickler
ultimately,
auf
that
der
keeps
Con,
the
weiß,
cost
keiner,
down
der
for
es
people
fixen
that need
kann.
help, but rewards the people
Können
that
ja
are
in
helping.
einer ihrer
And this actually
Live-Booths,
finally makes it
wo sie
viable
die
to
Goodies
do
für
beacons for whatever
für das
profession you like to do.
Con-Package da machen, das du dir gerade kaufen kannst, für das Goodie-Package. Die werden ja live dort irgendwie programmiert. Können sie direkt ja live Server-Patching machen. Live Hotfixing.
The other is that we're adding a proficiency rating. Responders can earn that rating by successfully completing service beacons. You go from bronze up to gold, which indicates your level of experience and success, and only the top few will be able to earn platinum status, which essentially puts you on a leaderboard and marks you as one of the best playing in your region. So when broadcasting, responders offer to help, and you'll see their rating. Then you'll get to pick who you want to help you out. Then let's say you're not very good, or you like to misbehave a lot. Failing a beacon will result in losing rating, and then repeat offenders will enter the red zone.
The bald zone.
And then only really desperate people are going to take you on.
Tja,
Making
schade.
the system much more robust, to the point of
Aber ein paar
automatically
Leute kommen
determining
rein.
success or
Sine
failure.
ist in Menüs
So we're
auf
putting
jeden
a lot
Fall.
of focus on making
Er
the
ist ein
system
Rico
difficult to exploit as
92, Sir
in the many
Steve.
different ways that it can be right now. So criminal types, like you, Benoit, will have to get much more creative.
Ah, guck mal, über
So
Join
yeah, that's
Friends
all great from the beacon
scheint es zu
broadcaster's perspective,
funktionieren.
right? Pretty cool stuff. But they're not the only ones getting ganked. The beacon responders, they're also in a bad position. So what are we doing for the beacon responders? Well, we want to give you some idea of the risk you're putting yourself into by responding to the beacon. So we're adding trust rating. So if we look at this person
Ich
who's
habe euch
looking for some help to
den
repair
falschen
here,
View gegeben. Ihr könnt auch was sagen,
we can
Leute.
see their last 5 recent beacons that they
Aber
broadcast.
das alles kommt
They have
möglicherweise
2 neutral
vielleicht
ones.
bald.
Something's gone wrong,
Möglicherweise
but
vielleicht
it wasn't
bald.
necessarily bad or illegal. Then they have a red one. That's bad. They have
Leute,
been
wir
up
sind
to something.
drinne.
But they have also been successful with 2 beacons. So, well, at least you can assess the situation before going into it. It ensures your safety when doing a good deed. And yeah, I think that's it for beacons. So, well,
We've got
AJ?
one more big thing I guess we need to talk about, right? Which we're really excited for.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Look at
die
that.
Doppel-Hot-Dogs.
That is exciting. I
Geil.
like this one.
Did someone mess with the
Doppel-Hot-Dogs
slide?
immer geil.
In Sweden, we call this a double barrel.
Hey,
Well,
Hämatit,
it's not time for
Gute.
lunch just yet, so who would like to
Alles
talk
Paletti
about
hoffentlich.
player
Wie ist
on?
es dir? Bist du auch schon komplett overwhelmed von den Präsentationen von CIG? Komm, wir gehen uns mal direkt einen Doppel-Hotdog holen.
But Benoit, you talked about this a while ago, right?
Ein Double Dog.
It's been 84 years. So, I was originally asked to outline the original ideas behind how organizations would work in the very early days of the project. A younger Ben, big ideas, same ideas. Now
Wie
actually,
kann ich da jetzt rausgehen aus dem Verkaufsding? 14 Tage am Stück Bereitschaft, sonst alles gut. Uff, das ist heftig. So, wo ist unser Double Dog, Leute? Wir ballern uns jetzt direkt hier so ein Double Dog rein. Und wir können nichts in die Hand nehmen mal wieder.
69,999 of them.
Bestimmt. Bestimmt.
Ridiculous.
Too big.
But all of those have custom identities, logos,
Guck mal, und das ging
charts,
zuletzt
the
mal
amount of
noch, weißt du?
creative
Das ist
and
immer so das
high-quality
Komische.
content you guys have always produced has always amazed us and inspired us. Those orgs range from a small group of friends
Snack,
just
snack,
to name, to
snackety,
large
snack,
companies
snack.
spanning a large amount of players with the intent to share wealth, missions and campaigns.
Sagen wir mal so, ich verfolge dieses
Now we
das
wanna
zu diesem
make those
Phänomen
orgs
seit einiger
matter
Zeit
in the game.
ein wenig
Should you
und
choose to
naja.
join or create an organization, we want this social
Okay.
aspect to be part of your progression. But don't let me spoil it. Let's get a real designer to cover this stuff. JJ, you are a self-proclaimed big MMO player yourself, so why don't you give us the details?
I didn't realize I went around
Ach.
proclaiming so much. Thank you.
Hey, boah, danke, dass du mit deinem Abonnement immer noch am Start bist. Ganz genau. Vielen lieben Dank, Mann, für deinen Support, Alter. Auch schon 28. Monat. Das ist mein Lieblings-Bayern-Fan, der Jans, genau. Wir spielen nachher noch gegeneinander.
And we were going to shout a few of them out, but I was actually told we couldn't play favorites, so we actually made our own. So we've got the Fellowship of JJ and
the Bolt's Fault Buccaneers.
Dann lass uns mal wir warten auf heute Abend, ist so.
Yeah, we kind of left you out. Sorry about
Ich
that.
wollte mal Waldschern gehen auch, hatte ich mir gedacht. Was haltet ihr davon? Wenn wir mal ein bisschen Waldschern und das mal versuchen mit unserer Zeus irgendwie zu verkaufen oder so. Okay, es geht um Orks gerade. Ich glaube, danach kommt, wenn mich nicht alles täuscht, so ein Cosplay-Ding. Weiß nicht, ob ich das unbedingt sehen muss. Guck mal, was da steht. Wo sind wir eigentlich? Wir sind auf Bajini Point, gell? Oder wo sind wir? A-Corp Law. Aber ich sehe jetzt nicht, wo genau ich bin, oder? Oder kann ich das irgendwo sehen? Aber da ich vorne raus... bin ich, glaube ich, in irgendeinem Hangar auf jeden Fall. Ich glaube, wir sind Bajini. Oh. Oh, die Orks kriegen eine App. Da bin ich ja jetzt mal gespannt. Sollen wir dann auch eine Org machen, Leute? Und uns organisieren im Verse?
So when we designed the app, well, we made sure that we took this into account, but it's also something that we can expand on moving forward. So, let's have a look at it.
Now, I'd like to point out that the Fellowship of JJ,
Oh, das ist ja ein US-Server hier. Sind die europäischen Server gerade down? Kann es sein?
But my Bolt's Fault Buccaneers, no, they're the real deal. No, we don't do any of that stuff. No, we're in it for profit, interdiction lines, shipboarding action. We get all that sweet cargo for free.
For free? Sounds pretty illegal then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's in those crates?
Slam!
Anyway, it sounds like you guys might be interested in joining some big orgs. Well, I prefer something smaller. So I think it's fair to say that we like playing this
So, was ist jetzt mit unseren Engines hier?
The recruitment tab is the place to find them. So, we're giving you the tools to promote your org to potential members in order to give a best first impression to them.
Just noticed that, Ben. You might want to have a word with Rich. Looks like
What?
he doesn't want you.
No way. I'll have to speak with him.
Anyway, yes. So we're adding filters.
Okay, Leute, wir sind raus. Aber unser Raumschiff ist immer noch kaputt. Wir müssen jetzt erstmal wieder nach Area 18 kurz fliegen. Wenn ihr Spiel lieber sehen wollt, sagt ihr Bescheid. Ich kann den Browser jederzeit ausmachen, Leute, ne? Aber ich würde jetzt einfach mal kurz nach Area 18 fliegen. Ich muss dringend eine Orga gründen. Meinst du? Warum?
What if I love committing crime and roleplay, asking for a friend?
What's that got to do with the presentation? Anyway, you can search for whatever you like. If it's not there, why not?
Es wird ohne Orga nicht gehen. Was wird ohne Orga nicht gehen?
So, We allowed you to join multiple orgs back in 2014. I can still do that, right?
Dieser Orga-Planer
So
oder
we're
was?
keeping it supported, and we're actually doing the Star Citizen thing, and we're going one bigger.
One bigger.
So we're giving you an additional one to join when we actually bring it into the game too. And we wanted to keep it because we've all played games where it's far too limited. Like one org per character just isn't enough for a game this size.
Yeah, and here you get an idea of what the full screen will look like.
Was ist denn das
It's
wieder
gonna
mit
be a
dem
one-stop shop for joining or finding players for
mit
your
dem
org.
Quantum, der nicht richtig
So let's
funktioniert?
have a look at the core functions and features to look
Die
forward
ohne
to
Orga
in the
werden
rest of the app.
gefressen, meinst du?
This is the summary tab.
Was ist, wenn ich ein
On here,
Lonesome
you can
Rider
select
werden
one
will,
of
so
your
wie
orgs
Han
that you're in on the
Solo?
left-hand side, and you'll see, well, a summary, a lot of at-a-glance information. So we'll introduce some of these one at a time. So
Nur
first
ich
off,
und meine
announcements
Mercury
and
Star
organization.
Runner
Simple stuff.
und irgendein
You use
Tier,
them
das ich mir
how you
gezähmt
want
habe.
to. Also, we're adding an events log. So in here you'll get a summary of important events within the org and changes to org statuses or settings.
Hey,
In
guck
short,
mal, hey, der
these
Org-Log.
things, well, it's a big verse, and it's easy to miss cool things that happen in your org. And these features will help you stay on top of the day-to-day life of being an org member.
Okay, we're also adding an events calendar. So by default. So by default, it's going to be populated with our in-game
So,
events.
wo müssen wir
You never
hin?
miss a thing, but more importantly, you'll obviously be able to add your
Wisst ihr,
own
was
as
wir
well.
jetzt machen? Jetzt
So
lassen wir
you'll never miss
unsere
another meetup, get
Zeus
together
dann
for
mal
group
hier
content.
stehen
It's tough to get
und
everyone
gehen
on
mal
the
mit
same
der
time.
Vulture
So use
los.
this for your Convoy Tuesdays,
Equippen uns
Casual
überhaupt
Fridays,
erstmal
holding
mit
hands
der
dinners on
Vulture.
Saturdays. Whatever you want.
Getting crushed by the Buccaneers on Monday.
That's Gabriel's favorite.
Oh, oh.
Is my favorite.
Remember that it is our
Oh,
intent
oh.
that all the features
Da
we're
war
looking
ich ein
at,
bisschen
at,
zu
at
schnell.
here are available on Spectrum as well, allowing you to access this info even if you're not.
Ja,
in
kann
the
ich ja
game.
nicht
This applies
kaufen.
to parties, comms, friends, and all other functions. So I can join multiple orgs like the Buccaneers.
Ist ja immer out of.
Corvette Club,
Ist ja immer
or
out
Slam
of.
Truckers. But how will others see me
Hier,
in the verse
ist nicht
if I have
im
multiple
Bestand.
choices? Surely I need to pick a banner.
So that's covered by something new called representing. And it's actually quite similar to the existing affiliation main status system on the
Ist ja
website.
immer nicht auf Lager.
So if you're in multiple orgs, you choose which one you want to represent, but you can
Weißt
only
du?
represent one at a time. Now there are ongoing benefits for being in orgs, which we'll get to in a minute, but you choosing who you represent asks which one you want to benefit from at any given time.
So, jetzt
But
müssen wir
why?
nämlich
Well,
mal
we wanted
überhaupt
to
mal
support
gucken.
players who like to
Alter,
play
diese
with
großen
different
Hangars
friends.
sind einfach viel
But we
zu
didn't want
groß.
players who are just in one to
Meine
be a major
Meinung.
disadvantage to those that are in the full
Da
six.
laufe ich ja erstmal einen
Really,
halben.
joining multiple
halben
should be your
Marathon.
choice and not feel like it's a necessity.
And there's no need for you to switch which org you're representing to see things like this Moby screen or org chat. But we want to put limitations on how often you can switch to avoid exploiting the systems. And we don't want to punish anyone who's, well, playing by the rules. And a big part of representing
So, dann lasst doch mal
is
gucken,
visualizing
Leute.
it
Jetzt machen wir
in
mal
world.
Folgendes.
We want you to be able to fly your banner
Jetzt storen
for
wir
your
mal
org.
die
So we're adding
Zeus
another MMO staple
und
to the game.
holen mal die
Tags.
Vulture her.
So the org leader will be able
Und
to set a
holen
tag
mal-
for the org, and this gets appended to the name while you're representing. So you can easily see
Und
who is
die
in which org at a glance. So we'll have
Taurus.
it in chats, in world, and if you're not interested in this stuff, well, you have the option to turn it off as well.
How novel! We'll be able to identify people around us. JJ, I'm curious. You mentioned guilds before, and I'm guessing they fit into this somehow.
Yes, so you may have spotted a few references on the UI to alignment earlier, but what is it? So, it's your opportunity to form a relationship between org and in-game guild. Now, just as you and
Okay,
personal
crazy, funktioniert schon wieder nicht.
now as well. So, your org leaders pick which one you want to align with, and while representing, org members doing
Jump
specific actions,
drive,
like contracts
okay.
with them, will increase the org's alignment with the guild. But which guild should you pick? So all of our guilds are going to have a specific theme and associated gameplay. and you can basically pick the one that matches your theme or benefits your org the most. So a combat-focused org, like the Fellowship, might want to align with themselves with the Mercenary Guild. Or one that enjoys making cash through trading and hauling, they'd probably want to align with the Interstellar Transport Guild.
Yeah, so how do these benefits work? Well, as your alignment with a guild, as it races, you both unlock new benefits from that guild, as well as improve your previously unlocked benefits. So, for example, if I align my org with the Academy of Science
So,
Guild,
das wäre das. Jetzt will ich mal kurz noch bei der... Warum kann ich die jetzt schon wieder nicht auswählen? Liveries habe ich keine. Systems. Avalanche. Power Plant.
Finally, on guild alignment, you are not locked in forever. You can switch at any time. However, that will put your alignment
so, Leute, jetzt haben wir nämlich hier noch Avalanche Coolers.
Every member gets full benefits.
Well, not necessarily. We're also introducing loyalty. So it's similar.
Wir müssten doch auch noch andere Sachen haben. Guck mal, für die Zeus müsste doch eigentlich auch noch was da sein.
Anything you do that benefits the org while you are representing it will gain you loyalty with them. So for example, you could be doing missions for the org-aligned guild, or you could be depositing money and materials into org storage.
Org storage? Another tease.
So, Leute. Jetzt probieren wir das mal aus. Jetzt holen wir unsere Vulture her, okay?
Ultimately, we wanted to encourage long-term membership because we don't think you should just be able to join a well-established org and then just get everything instantly for no effort. So to put it simply, having low loyalty limits what you gain from the org's alignment benefits, and having high loyalty gives you full access. We also wanted org leadership to be able to view members' current loyalty and use it as a tool to reward appropriately with things like ranks and permissions.
Ja, dass das schon wieder eine Zeit ist, die da ins Land geht.
Wait, does that mean I lose my loyalty if I change my representation away?
No, so not representing puts your contributions
5.500 Leute beim Knebel, ey. Leck mich fett. Leck mich fett.
But what if I leave the org?
It's not very loyal, so it resets.
Right. Well, so, you know, in my org, my Buccaneers, they're mostly scoundrels, and so they tend to join and leave, and, you know, it's not very loyal in general. Larger orgs, they tend to be a pain to manage them. With the flow of joiners and leavers, do we have any tools to have managers like me?
Well, let's have a look at the Members tab. So this is less complex than the previous tabs, but it's equally important. This is where you see the community of your org and your place in it. So in here, you'll be able to manage members, you can leave notes, and see the ranks of members. And as we did with the friends list and the party list,
Guck mal, hast du den wirklich gekauft? Guck mal nach, bitte.
This is the rank panel.
Bei mir war der immer nicht, war der immer out of funds. Ich habe mir den gestern ein paar Mal versucht zu kaufen. Okay, dann fliege ich jetzt nochmal nach Lorville.
Stop teasing us with org storage! God! So, alright, so orgs form and friendship and animosities build up. Maybe my Buccaneers and the Fellowship of JJ don't really see eye to eye most of the time. Would be great for this to translate in game, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
You are clear to launch.
Also wir hatten das gestern ein paar Mal probiert und da war der immer out of stock in Dingens. Wo hat denn der jetzt hier Schub und solche Sachen?
Alliance is forming an agreement between two org leaders, and it has to be mutual. You can't force
da
someone to
oben.
be friends.
Unlike real life.
Requests are sent from the screen if you have permission, and you can respond here as well. And as a bonus, allied dogs are going to have
Bist du auf
additional
einem
lines of
EU- oder
communication, like
US-Server,
alliance chat,
Sine?
or being able to share alliance events on the calendar, just to name a few.
So, rivalry, that isn't a mutual agreement. If someone decides you're their rival, well,
Auf meinem,
tough
okay.
luck. However, you could reach a mutual agreement to make a truce, putting you back at neutral. And there's no real benefit to having rivals, so we want to make them easy to identify. That's why alliances and rivalries tie directly into hostility indicators. So just like now, you'll be able to see neutral contacts in white and party members show up in blue, whereas your org wingman will come in a dark green and your allied orgs in a paler green. Your rivals will show up in red.
Or people in your kill list.
The kill list, people on your kill list that we mentioned before, will also show up in red or orange. If you're not, well, they're not legal to attack. That's the go straight to jail card.
Ja, ich habe den gesehen. Ich konnte den auch kaufen. Aber in der Meldung, die dann kommt, steht drin, dass es keine gibt, dass die nicht auf Lager sind, sozusagen. Und ich hatte dann auch keinen.
So, that's everything for Orcs today, but it's just the tip of the social iceberg. And we didn't have time to show you everything, but there's lots more
Okay,
to show
dann
in the
gehe ich,
future.
dann fliegen wir jetzt mal
And
darüber.
we're
Ich bin gleich wieder
super
da.
excited because we finally get to deliver it.
Yeah. Now, what have we learned? We're upgrading Star Citizen social tools to MMO size. With a new social app in the MobiGlass, proper tools to manage parties with rich presence, ready check, and ship information. Richer chat with the niceties normally present in every game. A new party finder, a system that allows you to find players to play with. Revamped beacons and guide system powered by rating and proficiency. On orgs, we're bringing orgs in the game. We're obviously with a new orgs app, but also alignment. So you align your org with a guild and get benefits for your members, representations, which identifies you in the verse and gives you benefits, and loyalty to your orgs, and alliances and rivalry to identify friend from foe. And now, we're going to leave you with a short video to end on because we couldn't show everything we're working on. But what would it look like in the unlikely event where our two powerhouse orgs came together as one?
And my org, right?
Yeah, it's a little teaser for tomorrow's crafting your home presentation and what you can build together as an org and teasing something
Das
else
gucken wir uns
coming
morgen
in the
früh auf
future.
jeden Fall direkt
Have a
an,
great
Leute.
CitizenCon, guys.
Also da, wenn ihr da
See you
Bock drauf
there.
habt, morgen früh bei den Panels. Also mit Basebuilding und Co. sind wir auf jeden Fall am Start. Ziehen wir uns dann auf jeden Fall rein. Oh, wir müssen hier bleiben. Da bin ich ja auch tatsächlich ein bisschen gespannt drauf. Wir sind in Hörsten, Leute.
Sometimes it's just the simple things, isn't it? Let me put that crap on a shirt. All right, so we're at our midway point of day one, guys. We're going to take about a 45-minute to 60-minute break, depending on some technical stuff that we're going to figure out backstage. This is your chance to go get some food, go to the bathroom, stretch your hammies, whatever you entertain yourself for the next 45 minutes. But come right back. We're coming back with the cosplay contest and then 2 presentations. I promise it's only up from here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in about an hour.
Alright, Leute. Also in about an hour geht's weiter. In about an hour geht's weiter. Dann spielen wir bis dahin ein bisschen Star Citizen weiter, würde ich sagen. Okay? Was haltet ihr davon?
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, let's go. Hier ist der Spaceport. Aber Third Person geht's mit den Frames tatsächlich, ne? Wir flyen mal da runter. Wir flyen mal da runter und gucken, was da geht. Okay, assign mir mal meine Landing Bay. Bitte. Ja, genau, 75 Alpha UEC. Aber die Kohle habe ich halt noch. Ich krieg keins angezeigt, doch da jetzt. Guck mal, jetzt kriege ich auch nur einen kleinen Hangar. Sodele. Jetzt sind wir gelandet. Jetzt gucken wir mal, ob wir so einen Atlas kriegen. Da bin ich ja jetzt mal ein bisschen gespannt. Oh, 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 oh. Da bin ich ja jetzt echt mal gespannt, ob das real ist. Alles. Beim Teaser Spaceport. Ja, ja, ist schon klar. Da ist er. Ja, yeah, cool. Ja, yeah, cool. Das war gestern nicht so. Ja, nice. Dann haben wir jetzt einen ATLS. Aber der passt nicht in die Vulture rein, bestimmt, ne? Warte mal, dann lass uns aber jetzt Folgendes machen. Dann lass uns jetzt ganz kurz Folgendes machen. Wo sollen der in die 400? Hat die einen... Hat die... Die hat doch gar nicht, oder? Warum muss ich die claimen? Ah, weil sie nicht richtig steht, ne?
Thank you.
So, und dann lass uns mal die Zeus claimen.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
So,
Please visit us again.
und wenn wir jetzt sagen, ich will den Atlas haben,
ASOP vehicle
wo spawnt der mir den dann? Ich hab den nicht.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Ah, ich muss in meinen Hangar, okay. Ja, aber da kann ich mir dann nachher die Dinge nicht... Die kann ich mir... Dann kann ich mir ja die Dinge nicht holen. Die Zeus jetzt. Ich hatte jetzt gedacht, wir holen uns jetzt gleich die Zeus am Terminal. Dann kriege ich einen Medium-Hangar. Ich habe ja jetzt gerade einen smallen Hangar.
Welcome to the ASOP
Diese kaputten Panels, ne?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Ja, wir müssen jetzt erstmal kurz warten, bis die Zeus da ist. Oder sollen wir...
I'm sorry. That is an invalid request. Your vehicle
Okay.
visit us again. Goodbye.
Abgefahren.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Ja, wir müssen noch eine Minute warten. Leute, wir müssen noch eine Minute... Wir müssen noch eine Minute... Oh, und ich habe YouTube wieder komplett vergessen, ne? Ich habe YouTube wieder komplett vergessen. Oh, YouTube. Es tut mir leid. YouTube. Selam, Bruder. Klar. Sorry, ey. Ich hab dich voll überlesen. Seit wann bist du da? Und warum hat er hier... Doch, hat er, oder? Funktioniert. Salam, Salam. Oh oh. Oh oh. Warum funktioniert hier jetzt nichts mehr? Jetzt. Jetzt. Was auch immer das jetzt war.
To the ASOP
Was auch immer das jetzt war. Ja, wäre schon ganz geschickt ja eigentlich, ne?
vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has
Nur jetzt kriege ich einen Medium-Hangar.
visit us again.
Jetzt krieg ich einen Medium-Hangar. Dann gehen wir mal zu meinem Medium-Hangar. Oder was meint ihr? Neckermanns Medium-Hangar, na klar. Na clear. So, und was an dem Seitendinger muss ich jetzt... Also an dem hier meinst du?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, wahrhaftig. Alter, geil. Gib. Aber der kommt ja jetzt doch auf der Plattform. Ich habe gedacht, der kommt dann hier an der Seite irgendwie. Aber ich kann ihn dann jetzt irgendwo auf die Seite stellen, oder? Was ist das auch eigentlich hier? Warum kommt das so oft? Oh, guck mal, ist das süß. Auch süß, guck mal, wie er da durch die Platte backt, durch die Plattform backt. Ist das nicht süß? Ja. Crazy. Crazy, wenn ihr mich fragt. Set Black, servus, hi. Okay, let's go. Ja. Okay, wir müssen direkt mal gucken, dass wir das jetzt auf die Controls kriegen. Keybindings. Joystick. Was ist das? Ist das Vehicle? Oder ist es einfach auch zu Fuß? Ist auch einfach Fuß, oder? Das ist einfach Fußmovement, oder? Crazy. Crazy, Leute. Das ist ja komplett crazy, das Ding. Ich hätte gedacht, das kann man dann jetzt irgendwie geil mit Joystick oder so steuern. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Jetzt retrieven wir mal die Zeus noch dazu. Ich brauche mal irgendwas zum Snacken. Passt nicht in die Fahrzeuggarage der 400. Okay, okay. Lachgummis. Und die Dinger, hey, wenn ihr die mal seht. Die hier, Caprice. Die müsst ihr euch unbedingt holen. Die sind so geil. Ich hab die in... Oh, die Shader sind aber auch nicht so... Und gucken wir mal. Er sollte da problemlos reingehen, oder? Aber crazy Animation. Geil. Ja, diese Seitenschritte sind schon ganz cool gemacht. Finde ich, oder? Kann man da stehen lassen, oder? Würde ich sagen. Wie als wenn er dafür gebaut wäre. Müssen wir ja eigentlich jetzt nur noch eine Lieferquest oder so machen. Und gucken mal, Howling. From Everest Harbor. Warum alle vom Everest Harbor? Warum nix von unten, von Lorville? Gibst es auf? HDPC Casillo. Ja, scheiße. From Everest Harbor to Teaser Spaceport. Hör 1. SCU kann ich wahrscheinlich aber gar nicht. Transportieren. Wieder. So wie das aussieht. Wir können auch einfach mal erstmal wieder nach Ding zurückfliegen. Nach Area 18. Wir haben ja jetzt unseren Das ist so ätzend. Okay, wir sind geklärt zum Launchen, Leute. Aber guck mal, wir haben jetzt unser Schiff gereclaimed. Mein Flügel ist immer noch nicht repariert. Eine Sauerei ist das. Oh, guck mal, da fliegt jemand mit einer 400i. Wer das wohl ist? Wenn das mal kein Zufall ist, dann müsste ich dich doch eigentlich sehen. Wir sind doch befreundet, oder nicht? So, dann let's go nach A-Corp. Aber es scheint ja wohl auch wirklich so zu sein, dass alle Quantums gleich schnell sind gerade. Also im Moment scheinen die Stats nicht zu funktionieren von den Quantumantrieben. Da, und jetzt funktioniert das wieder nicht. Oder ist der Server schon wieder gecrashed? Bei mir springt er immer sofort wieder raus. Keine Ahnung, was das ist. Siehst du, jetzt fliegt er. Das hat auch wieder irgendwas mit dem Ding zu tun. Mit dem Energieverbrauch. Da ist irgendwas, ich will es ja nicht sagen, aber irgendwas stimmt nicht. I don't know. I don't know. Ja, ich weiß auch nicht, was da nicht stimmt. Das ist, glaube ich, insgesamt einfach irgendwas. Dinos züchten. Hier bei Jurassic World, das habe ich mir nämlich jetzt auch gekauft. Das gab es bei Humble Bundle, ne? War ich auch am Überlegen. Das haben wir ja auch schon mal gespielt. Ob ich da auch mal reingucke. Wieder. Und das fand ich damals eigentlich tatsächlich ganz geil. Es hat Spaß gemacht, da so ein bisschen Jurassic Park zu bauen. Und damals, da war das im Game Pass drin, als ich das gespielt habe, glaube ich auch. Da hast du dann, glaube ich, nur Level 1 oder also halt das Basisspiel. Da sind ja auch extrem viele Dinger rausgekommen. Extrem viele DLCs noch und so. Ich glaube echt, das ist gar nicht so scheiße. Na, fuck, jetzt sind wir bei Arc 2. Wir wollten doch nach... Oder wir bleiben bei Arc L2. Da haben wir doch direkt um die Arc-Stationen auch diese Nebel, oder? So grün, ne? Ich glaube, das ist das ganze Verse. Es sieht alles so komisch greenish aus. Stanton? Wieso Stanton? Ich wollte doch... Guck. Der springt da jetzt sofort immer wieder raus. Ja, das ist, glaube ich, gar nicht die Zeus. Ich glaube, das kann dir bei fast allen... Das kann dir bei fast allen passieren. Das ist irgendein Scheiß mit diesem Power-Handling. Wie initiiert man den Quantum Drive mit Tastatur und so? Der springt da nicht hin, Leute. Kannst du machen, was du willst. Ja, nein, doch nicht. Es wäre ja zu schön gewesen. Guck mal, ich verstehe das auch nicht. Seht ihr? Ich glaube, das ist auch mit ein Problem. Es hat geklappt, Leute. Warum auch immer. Es jetzt ging. Wie war das jetzt mit diesen Panels und so? Da ist halt rein gar nichts. Ich habe gedacht, in diesen Nebeln finden wir Panels, die wir dann minern können. Nicht minern, salvagen, Entschuldigung. Ich bin immer noch im Scan-Modus. Wo ist meine Landing Gear? Meine Landing Bay.
Landing gear raised.
Da vorne ist mein gegranteter Hangar, Leute. Lass uns da mal schnell rüberflyen. Okay, wir flyen da mal rüber.
Collision alert. Front. Collision alert. Low. Landing complete.
So. Wir sind drinne. Wir sind drinne, Leute.
Engines
Wir sind drinne. Okay. Jetzt ist die Frage, Leute. Was machen wir? Sollen wir uns mal die Vulture holen? Ich würde jetzt nämlich mal die Vulture holen.
Welcome to the ASOP
Und mal mit der Vulture gucken,
Your insurance claim has been sent.
ob wir hier ein bisschen
Thank you.
Panels finden,
Please visit us.
die wir salvagen können.
Goodbye.
Und ob das funktioniert, das Thema Salvagen. Was haltet ihr davon? Wie finden wir sowas denn? Oh Leute, es gibt einen Hotfix. Es gibt einen Hotfix, Leute. Na dann würde ich sagen, wenn wir jetzt gerade hier eh auf das Spawn von dem Schiff warten, lasst uns zum Menü gehen und den Hotfix einspielen. Ja. Mhm. Aber ich sehe gar keinen. Ich sehe gar keinen. Jetzt warte mal, lass mal gucken. Was das denn da vom Discord her war. Hilft nicht unbedingt, aber sie tun was. Ja. Immer besser als gar nichts, wa? Mal eben kurz Discord lesen. Causing out of memory server issues. Aber dann haben sie den irgendwie noch nicht gepusht, oder? Waiting in queue verifying. Hm. (15:08 Uhr). Also ich sehe halt leider auch keinen Hotfix, Schmottfix. Können ja mal einen Neustart machen. Vom Rechner an sich. Onto the live servers and is now available to test. Patch should now show. Okay. Ach, läuft auf den Servern oder was? Okay. Okay. Und das sehe ich dann aber wo? Upsi. Ist es gar kein Klient? Ist es gar kein Klient-Hotfix? Aber dann sind es die EU-Server wahrscheinlich. Ne. Geht denn hier Ding weiter? In 5 Minuten. Ah. In 5 Minuten geht das weiter. Leute, dann gehe ich noch ganz kurz an die frische Luft. Bis gleich. so, ja, Lodris. Was hat sich's jetzt hier? Guck mal, jetzt probieren wir mal EU-Server aus oder ob da immer noch ein Infinite Loading kommt. Sieht nicht so aus. Ob es was Geholfene hat. Ob es was Geholfene hat. Scheint, es hat nichts Geholfene. Was sagt hier unser Livestream? Von, oh, guck mal, es geht weiter jetzt. Oh nee, Countdown geht nochmal für 15 Minuten. Der Countdown geht nochmal 15 Minuten, Leute. Es dauert alles noch ein bisschen, aber wir können uns ja die Patch Notes angucken. Hier, 18.10. Ein Hotfix, Alpha, Live, Hotfix 1. Hotfix has been released onto the live servers and is now available to test. Patch should now show. Immer noch die gleiche Version also. Die Version haben wir auf jeden Fall im Launcher als Spielversion. Aber es passiert ja nichts. Es passiert ja nichts. Also es scheint auf jeden Fall kein Launcher-Update zu sein. Hier haben sie auch noch mal ein bisschen dran gehängt. Muss jeder selber wissen am Ende des Tages. Ne? Ich sag's nur. Der Sine war auf meinem drauf, ne? Das ist Steve. Gucken wir mal, auf was der für einen drauf ist. Vielleicht hat der ja Glück gehabt und hat einen guten EU-Server erwischt. Das ist auch ein US-Server. Ja, aber dann scheinen ja die EU-Server-Connections irgendwas zu haben, wa? Oder vielleicht sollte man mal auf Best gehen. Komm, wir probieren mal noch einmal Best. Bevor können wir hier nochmal drauf joinen. Ist ja okay. Kann man ja machen. Tata. Können wir wieder neu starten, Leute. Das bringt alles nix so. Das bringt so alles nix. Können wir alles wieder neu starten, du. Kerle, 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 Kerle. Also, das war Sir Steve. Oder soll man. Ja, das ist, glaube ich, derselbe, oder? Und wir gehen auf den von Sine mit drauf wieder. Wir kicken mal. Wir kicken mal. Wir lassen uns da jetzt nicht aus der Ruhe bringen, Leute, okay? Wir tun so, als wäre es das Normalste von der Welt. Okay, unsere Werte sind alle nominal. Wie wir im Dings-Speech so sagen. Weltraumfahrer-Speech. Und wir gehen mal auf den Ground Floor runter. Und gucken mal, was der Ground Floor so zu erzählen hat, sag ich mal. Der Ground Floor ist nämlich immer unten. Hä? Aber warum sind denn wir jetzt wieder auf Area 18? Wir waren doch vorhin auf Lorville. Haben doch extra oben an der Station. Das ist ja mal komisch. Findet ihr nicht? Okay, er chillt hier halt rum. Macht mal ein bisschen Hocke. Oh, und guck mal, da ist direkt eine Bahn für uns. Ja, wenn das mal nicht praktisch ist. So, wir fahren mal Zug ein bisschen. Wir fahren einfach mal ein bisschen Zug.
Now arriving.
Okay, let's go. Lasst mal lieber schnell gucken, ne? Was hier denn los ist. Aber das Licht ist ganz komisch teilweise, finde ich. So dille. Jetzt müssten wir ja eigentlich auch hier unseren Atlas rufen können. Ach nee, das geht wieder nicht. Ja, okay. Ja, toll. Muss ich die auch claimen? Aber vielleicht ist sie dann jetzt mal ganz. Wenn ich sie dann krieg. Wenn ich die jetzt dann hier calle, kriege ich dann aber auch wieder den großen, den extra largen Hangar, oder? Wie läuft das? Oder kriege ich dann einen kleineren jetzt, wo nur die Zeus, also so einen mittleren oder was?
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
1 Minute 30. Hab ich jetzt denn dann hier schon einen Hangar? Müsste ich ja. Weil ist ja mein Home, ne? Ja, guck. Mein extra großer Hangar ist immer da. Die Rescue Pisks hat nur noch 4 MFDs, okay. Ich glaube, es werden jetzt alle nur noch 4 MFDs haben, oder? Er hat vorher 6. Ich glaube fast alle Schiffe haben jetzt nur noch 4, oder? I don't know. Da, guck mal. Argo, yeah, gib. 840. 840. So, dann können wir hier nochmal kurz gucken. Drake Cutter Scout. Ich wollte doch die Cutlass Black. Ich wollte doch ein Cutlass Blacks, Leute. Und jetzt will ich nämlich hier bei Vehicles reingehen. Und hier die hier nämlich. Systeme. Powerplant. Ein JS 400 nämlich, nein. So. Und was machen wir jetzt, Leute? Erzähle da mal. Erzähle da halt mal. Was machen wir jetzt?
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been replaced.
Kann jetzt auf der Plattform drauf, kann ich auch nicht mehrere Sachen stehen lassen, oder? Wenn die jetzt so riesig ist, da kann ich da nicht auf der Plattform mehrere, dass die immer in der Mitte spawnen, dann verschiebe ich das eine Raumschiff ein bisschen weiter nach vorne oder so. Das geht auch nicht, ne? Lol, da steht er. Der kleine Atlas. In diesem Riesenloch. Das ist auch so lächerlich. Eigentlich. Was ist da jetzt wieder ausgestiegen? Okay, das war's auf jeden Fall nicht. Irgendwas ist ausgestiegen, Leute. Wild. Es ist komplett wild, wenn ihr mich fragt. Vor allem bist du mit dem Ding halt auch nicht wirklich schnell, ne? Wild. Es ist komplett wild.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So, und jetzt aber unsere Zeus hierher. Oh, und das dauert wieder eine Viertelstunde, 38, 10. Oh, guck mal, es geht hier auch weiter.
People, say hi, everybody. You're on YouTube. My understanding is that if you're on YouTube, you automatically makes you a better person. All right. So we're going to take another walk in case you guys missed the beginning of the show. We're going to explore the hangar area of the UES Barbary. We're going to start over here. We made you wait before, but we're going to take a look at this big guy.
Die Hangar Area.
Old man hobbling.
Bin gleich wieder bei euch.
Yo, I'm on. Oh, wait, what do you want? What's going on? What's going on? All right, that's cool. Let's go do this. All right, we are going to this thing. Now, this is the Hornet F7A made by our partners at Mango Stone. It is fantastic. Hey,
Was hat das wohl gekostet, sich so eine F7-Ding bauen zu lassen? Ich will es gar nicht sagen, Leute. Ich will es gar nicht sagen.
Is a company down in the south of England. They've been doing all kinds of stuff for us. When we revealed the Manchester office, you know, everybody knows we moved into the new Manchester studio about two and a half years ago. Mango Stone helped decorate a whole big part of it. They've done a number of mannequins and armor sets for us and helmets, and including 3 major ship models. Nothing this size, but they helped decorate the office. And when it came time for CitizenCon, we were like, you know, CIG is. It's like, do you think we could do a Hornet? And we're like, yeah, we could probably do a Hornet. We could do a Hornet. And then we found out how big it is. Do you know the Hornet in-game, like the actual in-game measurements, are 75 feet by 75 feet as a perfect square? That thing is huge. This guy here is 50 feet by 50 feet and still the same size as an F-16. So yeah, the Hornet in game is very big. And Nate Dearsley, hold on, if you're watching, Nate, if you didn't make the Hornet so big, you wouldn't have had to make the Bengal so big. All right, let's keep looking. So this thing is pretty cool. Mango Stone is one of our trusted partners here. They've done all kinds of work for us. I asked them what we were going to do with the Hornet after CitizenCon, and we've got a lot of ideas. Nothing I can reveal today, but let's just say that CitizenCon this year will not be the last you see of this amazing 50 by 50 by, I forgot how tall it is. It's probably more than 3 or 4 feet. I like the lighting effect. Look at this gun. Let's go look at the. Who knows what gun this is? I mean, obviously it's Apocalypse Arms, but what model is it? Remnant? This is a Remnant? Oh yeah. Now, one of the things Mango Stone is known for is making weapon props for major motion pictures. One of the movies that you might have seen their stuff from is The Force Awakens, where they made a lot of the Stormtrooper armor and all their weapons in kit for that movie.
Das ist die Frage.
Let's get one last shot, one last wide establishing shot of the Hornet. See how really cool this thing looks. And then we're going to do something, you know, here's something I can do that other people can't do. I can stand in here. Look, Mom, I'm getting in trouble. Let me go through here. Maybe go under this thing. I am making Tyler Wicken very nervous right now. I'm going to go under this thing. I may not be able to run, but I can still get low. Hey, where's my camera? Can you still see me? Where'd he go? Oh, he went the long way. I thought I was going to outsmart you. All right, so we're going to check out the rest of Hall B. Follow me this way. These are the stars. Hi, Star Citizens. Where are you from? From Florida? Where in Florida?
Tampa area.
Tampa?
Yeah.
You got a season pass to Disney?
No. We used to. Yeah,
Used to.
we let it out.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Where are you from?
Outside of London.
Just outside of London. Thanks for making the drive, man. Hey! Oh my gosh, embarrassing. We wore the same thing. Where are you from?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Wow, what about here? It wasn't a trick question. I was just saying, yeah. It's all right. I haven't slept in about 3 days, so I'm like, what the heck?
So, wir dappen mal kurz. Ich mache nebenbei ein bisschen. Spiele ich ein bisschen, Leute.
No. I haven't slept in 3 days. Is this thing really here? You're seeing this too, right? All right. Ratty. What's your deal?
Verfracht mal meinen.
You're like a technician? All right. Hornet technician, I'm guessing? A little bit?
Dinger hier rein.
I'm thinking about doing something really dumb right now. No, I want to be able to come to work on Monday. Thanks for being here, Ratty. Rats are carriers of communicable diseases. That's all right. What? Who said hey, Jared? You said hey, Jared. Oh, you said hey, Jared. What's going on?
I wanted to give you this.
You want to give me something? Oh. So one of the great things about being here at CitizenCon is people hand me all manner of stuff. And then it goes in my pocket, and then it goes in the back, and by the end of the weekend, I have an entire bag full of stuff. And which is not so bad when you live here in the UK. When you have to travel back across the world, and you have a bag full of weird metal trinkets, TSA really loves that, but thank you. This is a challenge coin. Challenge coins are a staple of the Star Citizen community. How many orgs here have their own challenge coins? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a pretty good rank. This is a what coin?
Die Challenge Coins, wer kennt sie
U.S.
nicht?
Army Aviation. Okay, hold on. I am getting older. I gotta stay without this. So United States Army Aviation. Nice. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You got your M1A jacket too. I like yours. Yeah, no, it's the inspiration for the ones we're selling right now. So yeah.
Dein Mikro ist weg, oder? Kein Sound mehr von Jared. Hahaha, das ist ja witzig.
Hello? Are we on? Hello, hello, hello. Am I back? All right, we're back. Holly, cheer for me. All right, you know, we made it through last year pretty good without any major issues, and then I saw those those bingo cards show up on Reddit, and like the first square was technical issues, and I was like, no, we haven't had technical issues on one of these in a long time. Then this happens. Oh,
Da ist es direkt wieder. Ja, geil. Da triggert doch bestimmt irgendwer den Funkempfänger von den Mikros. Okay. Oder warte mal, lass uns mal lieber
Hello
nach...
everyone, welcome back to CitizenCon. Here we are in the Addison Lounge.
Lass uns
and thank
mal
you to Jared
nach
for handing over.
Arc
I think we lost
L2
you for a second
fliegen.
there, Jared, from your voice. Thank goodness, is all I have to say. So, here we are in the Addison Lounge, where we'll find all sorts of uninteresting people and devs and whatever else. I wonder if there's anyone around here we could possibly annoy. Why, hello, Benoit. How are you doing today?
Oh, fancy seeing you here. Awesome. Hello.
Okay, das hat schon mal
I'm
funktioniert.
doing good, thank
Cool.
you, Benoit. You've had 2 amazing presentations already this morning. How are you feeling about the next
OM4.
ones?
Oh, I feel excited as hell for everything that's left at SitCon. I think everything is chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
Schiffskiss.
Are there any highlights from this morning?
Okay.
Any main takeaways from either of the 2 presentations you've given already?
Well, now that my stress level...
Doing a good job, man.
Thank you.
You're doing great too.
He's the man. He is the man. So, highlights. Well, I mean, now that my stress level is down, I think both presentations were just stellar. I'm really happy with how it went, and I'm especially very proud of the teams that have shown.
Ich will da nicht. Irgendwer hatte vorhin im Discord geschrieben, es sieht aus, als hätte sie beim Charakterdesigner auf Random gedrückt.
They deserve a hand. Let's go, guys. Let's give it up for the teams from the first 2 panels. They were outstanding and have really given it their all. It shows. And so for me, I can't really call a highlight. You know, I can't play any favorites. But damn, that Zeus exit was wow.
Wir brauchen von diesen Panels,
Yeah.
ne?
Big respect to everyone who worked on so hard on all the presentations today. So, as we mentioned, today's pretty stacked already. We've got a lot more to come. But how does this CitizenCon here in Manchester compare to years previous?
Da wollen wir hin zu der
we could do a
Pathway
bigger
Station.
CitizenCon last year, and this one's one bigger. And so it's absolutely fantastic. It's also great to have the biggest office right next to the venue. Last year was really complicated logistic-wise, right, to get everybody on the same page.
Na. Wir wollen immer lieb bleiben. Es ist halt eine Moderatorin. Über die Qualität ihrer Moderatorenarbeit können wir diskutieren.
Everybody here has been great. Plus, I mean, look at this. We have a almost full-size Hornet in the place. This is absolutely incredible. I couldn't believe we're
Sie ist halt eine Moderatorin, eine Hosterin des Events.
And seeing it for real is just completely mind-blowing. I just want to sit in it. Jared, can I sit in it? Even I'm not allowed to sit in it.
Damn. So, does that mean next year's CitizenCon could feature a whole C in Quebec?
Oh my god, that's the #1 question I get all the time is, when are we gonna get a CitizenCon?
Ist vermutlich halt irgendeiner auch aus dem Social Media Team.
I would love a whole C. Or a Zeus, maybe. Maybe Zeus would be absolutely fantastic, you know? Because maybe that's a quick shout out I'd like to give is that the Zeus, I mean, tons of people are worked on it at CIG.
Ja, die Zeus ist toll, aber sie ist nicht repariert.
That is completely done from the Montreal team, and so I feel especially privileged to have, you know, put it in the video and then released it in this patch. It's an absolute fantastic show, so I'm super happy about it.
I have a question I'd like to ask Benoit.
Yeah.
When are we going to be able to watch CitizenCon and ISC and everything in game?
Is that a feature request?
Aber guck mal, da hat's gar nichts. Doch da
okay.
unknown.
All right. Well, I'm not going to give you dates. We're definitely going to put that feature request to the test
Hier ist
and see
unknown.
if CR approves it. We'll see.
We'll put it with all the other feature requests in the bin.
That's right. No.
Wo sehe ich das jetzt?
Beautiful. Well, thank
Aber
you
hier
so
hat's
much,
auf jeden
Benoit.
Fall ein
Wonderful
paar.
to chat. We're gonna
Dann lass
throw
uns
over to Dan.
hier landen.
Thanks very much, guys. Catch us after the break.
NPC-Deko.
You guys around later.
Jetzt kommen, glaube ich, hier Cosplays.
Thank you, Kirsten, and thank you, Benoit.
Aber jetzt mal ganz ehrlich, Leute, guckt euch mal dieses Raum. Ich will nicht wissen, was das gekostet hat.
The interstitial, where we are back in the hall here at CitizenCon 2954.
Dafür, dass es halt da rumsteht.
Quick shout out to our sponsor, Versa, who helped make CitizenCon possible this year. Thank you, Versa, for all you do to help make Star Citizen and CitizenCon possible. We also misnamed Scan Computers a Scan PC. Sometimes when you're running around with people talking in your ear and things you have to do, you mix up names. So thank you guys for being awesome sponsors and helping make CitizenCon possible. Now I was told specifically to avoid talking about that because Jared just did that, so we're going to gloss over the Hornets. So come.
So Leute, und jetzt holen wir uns hier mal die Vulture, okay?
On the show floor at SysCon. We are so happy to have you guys back in Manchester.
Wir sind jetzt auf Arc L2.
Now, if you guys haven't been here yet, the General Lounge is filled with people who are excited. Everyone say hi!
Und storen uns jetzt hier mal
Now guys, there's a ton of stuff, but first I want to throw it over to my good friend Galactica. We have the cosplay competition brought to you by Toby. So I'm going to throw it over to Galactica. I think we have some pretty cool costumes to show
das
you
moderiert
guys.
jetzt die Galactica. Die kennt man eventuell von Twitter. Und dann holen wir die Vulture. Guck mal, und die ist jetzt hier gestort, die Vulture. Das ist wild.
Greetings, citizens. I hope you all had a wonderful lunch break. How many of you guys had some torpedo burritos? Okay. Okay, and how many of you had some Big Bennies? All right, clearly we know what the crowd favorite is. Well, welcome to the 2954 cosplay competition by Toby Gaming. For those of you who don't know me, I am Galactica, our senior social media manager, and I run all of our socials for all things Star Citizen and CIG. And
flamet doch nicht immer so über Leute rum. Was ist denn los?
Judges, starting with lead character tech artist Armando. And up next we have principal tech artist Forrest.
Ich würde bestimmt nicht anders dastehen. Wahrscheinlich.
And last we have our
Wir retrieven mal unsere Vulture und gucken mal, ob wir Dingens kriegen. Ist das die Jury jetzt, oder was? Das sind nicht die Cosplayer.
Creativity, stage presence, quality of craftsmanship, and authenticity. This year we're doing things a little bit different. Previously we did a first, second, and third place. However, instead of doing that, this year we're going to be rewarding people based on the following categories, starting with Best in Show, Most Creative, Best Performance, and for our fourth one, you guys get to decide because we're doing Audience Favorite. This year, for our prizes, let's talk about that for a minute. Who here has ever heard of a Toby eye tracker? Quite a bit of you, okay. And how many of you guys have actually used one before?
Ja, Cosplay.
Okay, awesome.
Cosplay.
So if you're not familiar with the Toby eye
Cosplay.
tracker, it is the only
Weiß ich
device that is
nicht.
capable
Ich
of
brauche kein
tracking
Cosplay. Würde ich jetzt tatsächlich nicht unbedingt gucken müssen. Oder wollt ihr Cosplay sehen? Wenn ihr wollt, können wir Cosplay gucken. Mir ist es egal. Wollt ihr Cosplay sehen? Okay. Na gut, dann gucken wir Cosplay an.
Lead with an accessory bundle, which includes a mounting kit, carrying case, and a tripod bracket. All of our other winners will also receive a Toby Eye Tracker 5, and they don't know this yet, and I'm announcing this on stage.
Das war doch jetzt, wir wollten noch die Vulture.
Also receive an RSI Zeus
Das ist doch jetzt gar nicht die.
ES with LTI and a game package. All right, are you guys ready to see our contestants today? Woo! Awesome, contestants, let's get the show rolling. Our first contestant is Shiley.
The ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Shiley is cosplayed as a pyro bounty hunter.
The vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Shiley, I'm gonna have you stand right here.
Ein Pyro Bounty Hunter.
All right, and our second contestant today is Hydrosa, who is cosplaying as an advocacy agent.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Oder kann ich den jetzt mit dem Atlas nicht storen, oder wie?
Hydrosa, I'm gonna have you come right over here. You were here last year, you know the drill. And our third contestant is Faber Finn, cosplaying as a mining worker.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Woo!
Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered.
Ah, jetzt kriegen wir sie, glaube ich.
I think I've seen this outfit on ISC at one point. All right, and for our fourth contestant, we have Cat Goddess dressed as Molly. If you saw our commercials from last year's IAE, you might recognize her.
Ach, das ist diese Influencerin, oder? Die da auf Orison rumge...
Oh, what do we have here? Pico!
Oh.
Who wants a Pico?
Oh. Judges are over here.
Ah, das ist ja
So we
lieb.
had a deal.
Bribing the audience, I think.
Ja, ich wollte auch gerade sagen. Das ist halt
And up next
Publikumsbestechung.
we have Arlen Grask, who is a Xi'an diplomat.
Oh.
Was für ein Diplomat?
Wow.
Okay, crazy.
A real life character.
Der kann bestimmt nichts sehen, deswegen läuft er so langsam.
I love it.
Ist es Lore oder sowas, was er da gerade macht? Aber die Maske ist schlecht unterm überm Gewand versteckt.
As Garmin Humble, another IAE fan favorite. Complete with the burrito, I see.
Na, die Leute, die eine richtige Uniform und so haben. Da hinten kommt Pico als Cosplay, pass auf. Der gewinnt das Ding.
And up next, we have Dana as Pico the plushie.
Die gewinnt das Ding.
Just making sure you can see with that thing, okay? And we have another Pico up next, Carlito.
Noch ein Pico. Okay.
Oh, he's got a snowboard.
Ein Hoverboard, oder? Das ist aber ein lames Ding. Lames Cosplay.
And last but not least, we have Kin Shadow as a duster.
Wow.
All right, now that we have all of our contestants on stage, judges, feel free to come take a closer look, ask questions, and let me know when you're ready to make your final call.
Sieht man da jetzt diese Werte?
Yeah. These. Nice. Good detail. Right.
Kat is asking Garmin
No, you cannot.
fought crime today.
All right. Oh, good. That's the best thing. Oh, good to see you. How you been? Exactly. Oh, good. Yeah, doing great. Doing great. All right, yeah. Still one of my favorites. Wow.
Da 1900. Das sind die, oder?
Oh yeah. This is great. The mining outfit.
Das ist ein Felsen.
So how'd you do that?
Das ist auch wieder irgendwie
Couple LEDs.
1900.
Oh, that is so cool. Patch. Let's see, can you turn around for us? Yeah. Got the retro reflective shader on you.
Aber das ist auch wieder
Very cool.
Felsen, oder?
How many followers do you have?
Ja.
How's Orson?
1850.
Very nice.
Wie war das? Es mussten immer runde Zahlen sein, ne? Immer durch 200 teilbar oder so.
Do not speak Xi'an. But very good. But I feel like we can. Yeah. This is impressive.
Ja, ja, wollte gerade sagen, so ein bisschen wie Karneval. Ich gehe ja als Cowboy so. Bei dem einen oder anderen habe ich das Gefühl.
That's what I wear when I'm playing.
It's alright.
Nice. Will you stop squeaking for a second? I'm trying to concentrate.
Always ready.
All right. Very nice. Okay, look.
Haben die diese Panels entfernt? Kann das sein?
Wow. Where to even begin? I really whacked that thing. Huh.
Da war irgendwas
Alright,
mit
extra points
6000.
for you.
Wo ist das? Da oben.
Alright.
Das könnte, glaube ich, was sein.
Oh, here we go. Down the snowy slopes. Microtech. Alright. Awesome. Yes. 3D scan you, put you in the game. All right, awesome. Fantastic.
Könnte auch was sein.
All right.
You're gonna give that up?
Cool. How great were all that?
Okay.
Real life players, real life characters.
Hm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, real quick, judges, are you good to turn your mics off? All right, if we can turn the mics off for our judges while they decide who our winners are going to be. Give me a little test. All right, I think the mics are off. All right, cool. In the meantime, Hydrosa has given me a tiger claw to give out to the audience. And, oh, are you giving me one too? Okay, let's do this. So, I don't want to chuck this thing because it's quite heavy. But if you have not gone to the community booth section yet, there might be a device that you can put this into that will maybe redeem a prize in game. How do we want to give this out? Let's see. All right, I want you guys to make the loudest noise. All right, let me see. I want to see who's
Okay.
the most hype.
Das könnten welche sein, Leute.
Most hyped. All right,
Ich glaube, das sind welche. Ja, das sieht gut aus. Wow.
White shirt over there. Come to the front of the stage. He knows who he is. There you go.
Okay, ich habe so ein Panel gefunden, Leute.
And then we have a to give this to
Ich
the ones with
salvage
the med
mal.
gowns, clearly. Oh, we got 2. Let's go. Med gowns, come up here. You know what? I do not regret this decision. Thank y'all. All right, judges, how are we looking? You need more time? You guys are
Ich
good?
glaube, die wurden ein bisschen
All
genervt.
right, so starting with our best in show, Forrest, let us know, who is our best in
Oh, wann
show
kommen
winner today?
eigentlich die besten Show-Lackierungen dann raus?
Everyone's a best in show winner,
Immer
but
zur
there can only
IAE,
be
ne?
one.
Shoot us.
The Xi'an Diplomat.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Dauert wieder eine Weile. Ja, zu IAE dann, ne? Kommen die, glaube ich,
Who
oder?
is our best performance winner?
Yeah, it was pretty hard. We're gonna go with Pico.
Congratulations. And Kat, what do you got for us for most creative?
And eats burritos in armor that good of quality is the most creative. So it's Garmin Humble, guys.
Jetzt warten wir mal. Ich denke, das Panel hier danach wird recht interessant. Dieses Beyond Pyro Panel. Ich denke auch das Panel dann danach, dieses Redacted Panel, wird interessant. Da bin ich aber dann vermutlich nicht mehr am Stream.
We got you. We got you. Garmin Humble's here if you need extra help too. Okay, so now we have to decide our audience favorite.
Ne, ich glaube tatsächlich bis jetzt noch nicht, oder?
We're gonna come over here with our judges, and we're gonna go one by one.
Du hast deine Assault Ironclad.
How much hype you guys
Ist die schon im
can give
Spiel,
our
die Ironclad?
contestants to find out who is going to win our audience favorite. Sound good? Cool. All right, so let's give it up for Duster.
Okay.
That's a lot of hype. All right, and next, let's give it up for Pico.
Das Ding ist runter, oder?
All right, and then we have Molly. All right, and now we have our miner.
Oh, fuck. Ich habe mich, glaube ich, gerade beim Niesen gezerrt, Leute.
And our advocacy agent.
Okay, ja, die haben sie, glaube ich, schon deutlich genervt. Also das Ding ist tot. Aber da war doch... Da war doch noch so ein Teil.
Let me come back over here. This is a very long stage.
Wo war denn das
Who
andere
are we
Teil?
thinking?
Oh, nee.
All right, the judges have decided, and our audience favorite is Duster. Awesome. And as I mentioned before, our prizes today are supplied by Toby, who's actually here with us. Toby, welcome Toby on the stage, everybody. Can I borrow two of you guys to carry some of the prizes and we'll take a picture? too. Here,
Ja, da geht überhaupt
can you
nichts,
hold
ne?
that? If you can't hold it, I can hold it for you. Here, I'm gonna turn it this way. Here you go. There you go. All right. All right, and then we got one more. Here we go. All right, let's give it up to our winners.
Da geht gar nicht viel.
All right, thank you, Toby, so much for supplying the prizes. As I mentioned before, all of our contestants will be getting an RSI Zeus. And all of our
Ja, ein bisschen Cosplay machen, RSI süß abstauben, $175.
All right, thank you so much for joining us for the 2954 cosplay competition by Toby.
Sorry. You need to move, sorry. In a world where the Vanduul have attacked, one ship will make it so that the lives lost will be avenged. That's right, the UEE Retribution is here at CitizenCon 2954. I have the creators of this amazing model. We have Pigeon Spaceport here.
Das sieht aber
you
geil
guys
aus.
have done an amazing job creating an awesome thing. Is there anything you guys would like to quickly say before we get into questions?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. I quickly ran down here, so I forgot to grab my note cards. Let me do this off my phone. Quick question. How many total pieces is the UE Retribution? Yeah.
About when the 3D printing finish for the Retribution is around 300 in total, 300 pieces.
300 pieces. That is a lot of pieces for, I mean, it's a big ship, so that
Crazy,
definitely makes
man.
sense. How many people worked on creating the UEE Retribution?
Ich glaube, ja, oder?
有15个人左右，然后我们所有的团队成员都几乎为他参与过工作。
So it is
Und
around
er scheint
15
nicht so richtig
people,
Englisch
and,
zu,
almost everyone in the
zu
crew
können.
have worked on for the Retribution model.
Sorry, was that 15 or 50?
15.
Still a lot of people. That's still a lot of people. And as you can see, there's a lot of detail in here, so that makes sense. Can you briefly explain the process between taking the
Ist schon
concept of
crazy.
the Retribution and then making
Man, du
it into
musst
this
ja
massive
irgendwo das,
physical model? What was that
das
process
Modell
like?
herhaben und so, weißt? Die 3D-Files.
是如何从概念做到模型上面这个部分。
是这样，我们先从网络上面搜索所有的关于惩戒的图片，然后我们将这些图片素材用于我们的建模。我们完成建模以后，我们会进行3D 打印，然后来制作。
Auch geil mit Beleuchtung und so von den Triebwerken, ist schon fett gemacht.
All the images you could find into the 3D printing.
然后关于它的颜色，这个颜色的话，我们是根据我们对于星际公民中的飞团配色认知，然后来自行设计的。
Gell?
So about the
Modell ist schon
coloring that
sehr,
we use
sehr
for
geil.
Retribution is based on our understanding of the color Star Citizen.
Der lief eine Weile, da kannst du sicher sein. Aber wenn er sagt, es war eine Gruppe aus 15 Leuten, da wird bestimmt irgendwo eine Druckerstraße gestanden haben oder sowas mit ein paar Druckern. 300 3D gedruckte Teile quasi.
What's your favorite detail of the ship?
你最喜欢的惩戒的细节是什么？
是尾部的喷口，因为尾部的喷口在在看板间灯亮起来的时候，那种照亮整个墙震撼感是无可比拟的。
Die Dinger hier sind jetzt ergiebiger wieder.
The Retribution is the main thrust lightening of the ship, because when you like light it up, you will lighten up the whole room, the whole wall, and it's very amazing and beautiful.
Well, thank you guys. Let's take a look at that lighting. We'll get you guys into position for the next bit right now. So let's take a quick look at the Retribution. This thing is amazing. It is massive. It's probably over, I would say, 10 feet long. This thing is huge. It's been at previous bar citizens that we've had in Asia. It's awesome to have it here at CitizenCon. We're really, really happy that this thing made it to Manchester. It is so much detail in such a small amount of space, but it's not that small. It's massive. So yeah, we're really, really happy to have it here. Now we're gonna follow me. We're gonna go to the next thing they brought. I don't know if anyone's really seen this before. I'm gonna throw it over to Sam. Sam, why don't you throw us to this awesome bit right over here?
Absolutely, Dan. So we have an amazing model of everyone's favorite Port Olisar right here.
Oh,
near
geil.
and dear to my heart.
Guck
Many a
mal,
year have I
das
spent
ist ja mal
easily
fett.
and quickly getting to the ASOPs and buying things and getting rammed off of my pads by unruly and griefers. So I have a couple more questions for you guys about this build, if that's okay. What's this model made out of?
Auch die beiden, okay, wild.
奥丽莎它主要的结构是由3D 打印所制作，但是在其中我们加入了一些金属梁，用于增强。
Ja, es scheint viel Zeit zu haben,
So
so.
mainly the Port Olisar is made by 3D printing, basically the resin, and we also add the main metal structure to make it more solid.
Hat echt eine
Wow, that's really
Metallstruktur.
cool. So do you know roughly how much does it weigh?
你知道它大概有多重吗？
大概在700公斤左右。
So it's roughly around 700 kilograms.
Wow, that
Krass.
must have been a challenge to get over here to this country.
Krass.
So when you were building this,
Überleg mal, der hat
what
es
would you
von
say
China
was the most difficult part
700
putting
Kilo
this build together?
在制作
Modell
的过程中，哪个部分是最困难的？
dahin geschafft.
是停机坪区域。
Hat bestimmt nicht er
停机坪区域
zahlen
中的
müssen.
上体就是停机坪表面。
Ich will das nicht
在于
schlecht
在
reden.
我们的比例下，它的
Aber
厚度
irgendwer
将
wird
只有
das doch
4
bestimmt
毫
auch
米厚
bezahlt
我
haben.
们要确保在如此薄的情况下，还不产生变形。
So it's a landing pad area. So on the surface of the landing pad, by the scale we are using to make for the Olisar, we have to make it not bending with like just a few millimeter to make it still solid.
这个停机坪的下部也是个非常大的
Ja.
因为下部有非
Das
常
ist
多
wirklich
的
so.
结构交叉在一起，这对于我们建模的工作量来说是个非常大的工程。
So also the bottom part of the landing pad, because there's so many structural intersections,
Das hatten
they're
wir,
so
ne?
complex. So it was really hard for us to modeling.
No, I can imagine. It is a really interesting kind of station, and I'm sure everybody was just as sad as I was to see it go. Do you hope to see Port Olisar return to the verse someday?
所以你会期待奥丽莎
Jetzt
的
haben
回
wir
归
schon
吗？
gesalvaged.
真的吗？比如说奥丽莎是有可能回归的，那当然啊，肯定的。
Jetzt rastet er aus.
So yes, really. So if the Olisar actually will come back, it will be so good and exciting to us.
Jetzt rastet er aus.
Absolutely. Yeah. I hope so too. I hope so too. Right. Thank you guys for talking about these. That was the amazing Pigeon Spaceport, guys. Do check them out online. Their stuff is absolutely amazing. I'm going to now pass over to my buddy, Dan, who is hanging out with the merch stand guys to show off some of the really cool stuff that we have here at CitizenCon. Over to you, Dan.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Awesome. Thank you guys at Pigeon Spaceport. I know, I just come out of nowhere.
He just
come
keeps
follow
doing
me, guys.
this.
Thank you guys at Pigeon Spaceport. We're so lucky to have them, and they're awesome bits here at CitizenCon 2954.
Guck mal, da ist nochmal
I think
6000er.
it's time for you guys to see a bit of where I get my fashion from. So come follow me, guys. Come follow me this way. We'll make our way through the crowd. Let's get in line for the merch booth. Yeah, that's a long line. I don't think I want to wait in that line. So luckily I have the CIG access pass. Come follow me. We get to skip the line. Just a little secret for me and my many thousands of friends who are watching the stream. Come follow me this way. Right this way, right this way. Man, all these people are very excited for merch, and as they should be, because we have some awesome merch here at CitizenCon 2954. If you guys are interested in getting some, you can go onto robertspaceindustries.com/merch, and that should probably take you there. If not, you'll find it on the pledge store. But we have some awesome merch. Let's take a look. At the top, we have some brand new Pico the Penguin plushies. This Pico is Pico with an attitude. This is our Pico Black Ice plushie. This Pico has a new stepdad and feels a way about it. We are very excited to bring Pico back. We have a brand new Star Citizen cap. We have some awesome, see if you can get those stickers on the other side. I don't know if you are able to get that. We also have a pin set on the far bit there. We have a brand new desk mat, which looks awesome. Look at that desk mat. We also have some awesome physical merch. See if I can squeeze past in here. I am absolutely going to ruin these people's day. We have some exclusive shirts for attendees. I'm just bull in a china shop. We have some cool giveaway packs. Everyone is working really hard on making sure people have that. Could I get a Zeus bomber jacket? Could I get a? They got me another Zeus bomber jacket. Thank you so much. I have one on, but take a look at the Zeus bomber jacket. So we have the interior lining. It's this awesome like yellow.
Die ist halt echt geil, diese Zeus Bomberjacke.
Pattern. It looks and by the way feels awesome. Now these do run a little small, so make sure you're getting a size up. Let's hold this up for the camera. Look at that. We also have. Oh, that's gone forever. The cameraman just took that, and I will never get it back. We also have some cool details. We obviously have like, this RSI. Hello there. We have some RSI like branding right here. We have some patches over here commemorating the Zeus Mark I. And we also have, out of the wrapper, a Pico the Penguin Black Ice Edition. This Pico has seen some things, but I can fix him. I swear I can fix him. We also have a bunch of awesome stuff. We have this UEE flag. Let's make sure that we're
Los, bestelle eine.
properly.
Nein.
Look at that. We have a UE flag for you guys to celebrate your patriotism for a united
Bestell du dir doch eine.
This thing
Bestell du
is
dir doch
very long.
eine.
It's kind of the foundation
Nee,
of
ganz
colors.
anders. Bestell du mir
like
eine.
that it's, yeah, I'm going to steal that. That is mine, and you're not getting it back. What else we got? I know we have some more merch. Someone get me more merch. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
Bin ich
We
so
have a
der
new keychain.
Bomberjacken-Typ,
Ooh, this is really
glaube ich.
nice. Camera guy, we got keychain. We have a bunch of cool stuff. I am being told, however,
Er sieht
that I
echt
think that's
stylisch
all the merch
aus.
that we can show, 'cause we want you guys
Absolut.
to be here at
Die ist
CitizenCon
wirklich
getting
cool.
it. So I think that's just enough time we have here at CitizenCon. I'm going to throw it back over. We're going to continue the show. We'll see you guys back here later. Take care.
Jetzt kommt hoffentlich noch ein Panel. Und nicht wieder so Smalltalk-Zeug hier. Wir wollen den Stuff.
They're saying ice it. I'm wearing jeans. It doesn't work through it. You know, people tried to get me to take my pants off backstage. And I'm like, no, I do it. How's the habit? It hurts. All right, guys. I think that's long enough of a break. Let's get back to some presentations. How about it? All right. We have the first of two amazing
Oh, das haben wir
presentations.
schon.
This
Das war
next
das
one,
Zeug.
Dress to Kill, is, well, what can I tell you? Who remembers CitizenCon 2016?
Das war die
Please welcome
Polaris,
to the
ne?
stage. Who is it? I can't see it. Oh no, it's supposed to say his name on there right now.
138. Das ist frech.
Nick Beers!
How's it going? Hello, hello.
I need to pay TÜV.
So my name is Nick Beers, like Joe mentioned. It's my second CitizenCon, but it's my first time presenting. So I'm very excited to be here. And just on behalf of myself and the team, thank you so much for coming to this presentation. Thank you. With that said, I'm here to talk to you about an initiative that was first introduced right here at CitizenCon in 2019, and that's adding distinct purpose and specializations to armor and clothing in our game. So let's get started. So, Star Citizen is a game about almost everything we can do.
Ja, und dann hast du immer noch nicht den Schaden oder das, was sie bemängelt haben, oder? Gerichtet.
Unlike other traditional MMOs, we don't impose rules or classes onto the player. In real life, people are not just one thing. I'm sure you can all relate. I've had many different jobs. I've not always been a game designer. In fact, it was only a week ago that I found out that Jared used to do tech support for prosthetic legs. It's true. You can ask him. That said, if you're like me, you like to excel at whatever you're doing. So, that brings us on to the concept of specializations. This is about bringing more purpose, more considerations, and more decisions to armor and clothing you wear beyond just looking cool. So, what are they? Specializations are the focus of your current daily adventure. That could be a daring racing, a cargo hauler, or a first responder. Specializations are a series of attributes assigned to each piece of clothing and armor in the verse to allow you to make informed decisions on both how you want to look and how you want to perform.
Okay.
What are they not? Specializations are not assigned classes. There's no magic toggle where suddenly you're forced into a role like a cleric or a wizard or even a piece of delivery person. They also do not limit you. You can still do almost everything in any armor and clothing you want. You just won't do it as well as you could have if you had specialized. Why are these necessary? Well, specializations enhance gameplay depth. They add a level of roleplay and immersion. Specializations can provide a sense of ownership of your playstyle. At its core, SC is driven by choice, with specializations offering a deeper layer of player options. And that's the option to excel, to fool around, to min-max, or give yourself a unique challenge. Specialization allows us as developers to make gameplay experiences that are deeper and more complex. So whether you're a salvager, a bounty hunter, or a medic, there will be specialized suits that will help
Origin-Taste, okay.
So at this point you may be asking yourself, okay, well, how do I specialize? It starts by determining your playstyle. What do you want to do today?
Okay, Leute, wir haben was
Are you going to be a trader, a smuggler, an assassin? Is there a void in your organization that needs filling? This is a decision you get to make and remake every single time you log in. Or, if you're like me, perhaps several times in a single play session. Once you know what you want to do, it's time to start hunting for the right gear. Specialized items are not intended to be found in any old store. You're going to have to do the legwork. You'll have to align with some of those guilds and factions that JJ and Benoit just talked about in the previous presentation. You'll have to explore the galaxy, find hidden stashes, and rare opportunities for better gear. Specialized items are meant for those who are willing to put in the work.
Jetzt versuchen sie einen Grind reinzubringen.
And once you've done all that, it's about selecting the right combination of armor and clothing. Yes, I said it. Mixing clothing and armor is built into the very fabric of this new system. Can I get a hell yeah? All right. All right.
Also du musst jetzt dein Zeug dann craften, oder was?
So yeah, great. And to tell you even more about this new system that we do called Starware, please welcome to the stage
Starware?
lead character technical artist Armando Lira.
Thank you so much, Nick. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here presenting for the first time. How cool are specializations? We are sure you'll enjoy finding the best combinations for your playstyle. And for that, we had to create a system that gave you all the freedom that you deserve. It's something that I am sure you've all been waiting for so long.
Ja, und wie... Über Daten wurden jetzt noch gar nicht geredet, ne? Wann da was kommt, was sie jetzt so vorgestellt haben.
Yeah. So finally, you'll be able to mix and match. Starware is fashion that meets purpose. As specializations provide you with a multitude of stats to combine, you'll also be able to choose the visual style that you want. But beware, with added options, also comes the responsibility of choosing the right combination for the right situation. Let's look at some of the possibilities that Star Wars will be able to provide you.
Ja, das heißt, ich kann mich also endlich anziehen, wie ich möchte, so auf gut Deutsch. Was ist denn Star Wars, Leute?
As you all saw, the possibilities are huge. Like, have you ever wanted to put on a jacket on top of an undersuit? Yeah. How about an armor on top of a sleeveless shirt? Or even without no shirt at all? Like backpacks on clothing? Yeah. So Star Wars allows more customization than ever. But be careful, certain gameplay implications will still be true. You won't be able to go into the vacuum of space without a space-worthy undersuit and helmet. And in certain planets, you'll need a breathable mask or helmet to survive. I hope you guys are excited about this as much as we are, and we've heard what you all want, and we're making a system to bring it all to you. But that is enough about Star Wars for now. Let's go back with Nick and learn more about how Star Wars specializations will improve your gameplay.
Well done, bro. Alright. Thank you, Armando. Some nice dancing as well, by the way. So as you can see, the Star Wars system is about adding function to fashion. We are still Star Citizen, one of the best looking video games out there. We're always going to make sure that you look your best, but now with added purpose. So to recap, we're going to go through adding intent and purpose to all our clothing and armor sets. As designers, we really want the visuals to match the stats that our great character art team have made. So for example, if a pair of pants look particularly armored, chances are they'll have modest damage mitigation to match. Many armors will be specialized for distinct use cases. Currently, we realize right now bigger is generally better when it comes to FPS armor. And we know that shouldn't always necessarily be the case. There will be some armors that won't have EVA thrusters built into the suit, so you lose EVA capability. Some armors won't even be space-worthy. Specializations means getting better at certain things at the cost of attributes and others. This is about compelling you, the player, to make tactical decisions for every situation you may find yourself in. So now let's look at some practical use cases for the Star Wars system. Whilst all our armors are becoming specialized, let's take a look at a select few, which I will add are some of my favorites. We are going to assemble a team to tackle one of Star Citizen's most anticipated adversaries that you'll get to meet later on. Let's meet our first specialization.
Die erste Spezialisierung, Leute. Der Trucker, der Cargo-Hauler oder was? Der Leader.
Alright, so we have our leader. Let's get into it. So the player's choice of clothing will be crucial in a way it hasn't been before. With magnetic plates built into many clothing items, players can now holster both primary and secondary weapons. However, in the near future, there will be locations in SC where armor and weapons are strictly prohibited. Clothing allows the player the opportunity to access these
17:30 Uhr kommt Beyond Pyro. Ich denke, da wird es ziemlich geil, da bin ich aber wahrscheinlich dann raus.
Should the need arise. Another new addition we're going to be introducing is flight penalties based on the mass and size of your armor and clothing. You'll still be able to fly in medium and heavy armor, but you're restricting the precision of your control. If you're in clothes like our leader is here, or a flight suit or light armor, you'll be able to fly unrestricted. Now, if we look at an overview, we've cherry-picked 6 generalized stats to give you like a high-level understanding of how various clothing and armors we specialized. This is by no means a comprehensive list of everything we have available to us. It's just a little, yeah. So here you can see the leader has low protection compared to a full suit of armor and no EVA capability, for obvious reasons, but has great movement, low emissions, allowing them to blend into bustling cities and stations. The leader really excels at freedom of movement here. Let's meet our next members. Okay. So here we have our pilot. If you remember, back in 3.23, we introduced our first specialized helmet visor, the combat visor. This introduced the dynamic crosshair and all the magazine information on your HUD. This is our pilot visor, which allows the wearer to link with their ship and cast MFDs directly into their visor. This provides the pilot with all the essential data like ship health and shields, so no longer will the pilot need to break concentration during an intense situation to look down at their MFDs. Again, like the leader in this situation, there'll be no penalties to flight, plus with added G-force resistance, the wearer will be able to get the most from out of their ship. So if we look at the pilot stats, they have fantastic mobility, like I mentioned, great G-force resistance for when combat takes them to the limit of human endurance. And finally, this suit comes with the best EVA capability in its class for when remaining in your ship is no longer an option. Here's another variant in our flight suit class, the racing flight suit. This is what our driver will be wearing. This suit, unlike the pilot flight suit, has features which are more streamlined, which allows it to have truly unmatched G-force resistance for the hardest corners on the most challenging of racetracks. It also offers great oxygen capacity and thermal protection for those planets with hostile environments. So as you can see, this flight suit excels at G-force resistance, but it loses its protection and has much weaker EVA capability. Let's meet our next team members. Okay. Here's our tank, who is wearing our heavy combat armor. Combat armor is similar to what you're used to, only we're specializing it even more for combat. So what does this mean? We want our wearers of heavy combat armor to feel like walking tanks. The armor should provide fantastic coverage to limit any weak points they may have, and actually have a greater damage mitigation.
Doch, Salvagen hat funktioniert. Konnte hier geil absalvagen.
The armor will also feature the strongest resistance to force reactions, so that's flinch, stagger, and knockdowns, which brings me on to a full suit feature. If the player is wearing a full set of heavy combat armor,
konnte hier mega geil einen absalvagen.
Thank you. However, as you can see here, for all that protection, coverage, and stability, we have some major trade-offs. You're going to lose your mobility, stamina will run out much quicker, and your movement speed is severely reduced. The majority of combat armors will also lose built-in EVA thrusters, meaning you're going to have to add additional weight to be wearing an EVA pack.
Dress to
kill. We have our tracker in the heavy hunter armor. This is another suit in our heavy armor class. However, this one is aimed at less at pure combat and more about hunting its prey. This is all the armor for you bounty hunters out there.
Die haben auch das Interface beim Salvagen hier neu
Its
gemacht.
scanner outshines all others in locating infrared and electromagnetic emissions, perfect for locating those targets trying to lay low, whether that human or creature alike. Whilst it's still classed as heavy armor, it does mix things up, so it'll have slightly faster movement and mobility, but it loses the protection. You'll also be able to store more devices like deployables and throwables. So as we compare the stats, whilst not as tough as our combat armor, it does gain an increase in mobility, and while its scanner is the best of the best, the armor is also incredibly noisy and emits powerful emissions. So while
Also
you
es
may
geht um
find your target with these,
Spezialisierungen
there's
im
a good
Endeffekt
chance they'll know you're coming for them.
von deinem
Next up, let's look at our last
Spielerstil.
additions to the team.
Weiß nicht, so wie ich das dann auch verstehe, auch dann entsprechende Perks und sowas. Nee, aber ich glaube, du hast dann halt mit diesen Armors entsprechende Abilities, wenn ich das richtig verstehe, oder?
I can tell who the fan favorite is there. Yeah. So we have our sniper, who is wearing our light stealth armor. Here is another example of a full suit feature. If the wearer has all pieces equipped, so that's helmet, core, arms and legs.
Ja, siehst du, wenn du alle Parts von einem bestimmten Rüstungsset hast, kriegst du quasi Perks und bist undetectable on Radar und sowas für Sniper.
Meaning should the wearer be spotted, they can quickly escape or reposition with ease. And remember, with it being light armor, no flight restrictions.
Nein, alle anderen Armors bleiben schon drin. Aber dann hast du halt nur entsprechend spezielle...
However, the protection provided is minimal. You don't want to be engaging in a full-on firefight in this suit. And just to reiterate, folks, as well, like great specialized armors like this one and all the ones that you've seen today, you're going to have to put the work in to have these at your disposal.
Was das?
And finally, surrounded our group, we have that one friend. We've all played MMOs, right? We all know that one friend. That friend's me. No. They ignore all the rules and the strategy. They can only play for 30 minutes a week. They might prefer a bit of glint on their sniper scopes. Who knows? Well, here at CIG, we also support that friend, so they're on the roster too. So, we have our group. What do you guys think? We fun? All right.
Ja, aber das ist ja, also ich sag's jetzt mal ganz offen und ehrlich, das ist doch bis jetzt alles nichts Neues irgendwie. Das sind ja jetzt alles Dinge, mit denen wir, sagen wir oder mit denen man schon rechnet. Es ist ja jetzt alles nichts so was irgendwie, wo man sagt, oh ja, da jetzt, das sind ja jetzt alles, sagen wir mal, Dinge, mit denen man ja ohnehin schon rechnet, oder?
Hello, I'm Zach Priest. I do a variety of things at CIG, but thank you, the people at the front. I do a variety of things at CIG, but I'm mostly a designer who works with AI and guns. So most of you will be wondering, what could the next part of the presentation be about? Well, let's get stuck in. Star Citizen at its heart is about community. From our relationship with players to the big dynamic events that citizens work together to complete. We love
Ist eigentlich dieses komische Event jetzt mit drin, was sie da auf dem PTU noch getestet haben?
You do have to wonder. Well, now our crew is assembled, and in a universe as big as Star Citizen, who knows what trouble they could run into. So let's find out what they're going to face. Now, they're heading to the planet Monarchs, which is in the Pyro system. So, without further ado, let's find out what they're up to.
Okay, dann bist du halt so eine Outlaw-Crew im Endeffekt, oder was? Da ist der Sandwurm. Okay, okay, okay. That worm. Okay, wild. Das ist wild. Dass die keine Markenschutzverletzung oder sowas von Dune kriegen. Ist Dune nicht auch Disney? Das ist halt echt wild, ne? Ja, das ist halt dann so ein Raid oder wie so eine, ja, wie so eine Art Raid halt, die du machen kannst wahrscheinlich. Muss halt ein paar Leute sein und dann kannst du halt diesen Sandworm fighten oder so. Irgendwie sowas wahrscheinlich. Ja, bestimmt diese Rüstungssets, weißt? Diese, oder Teile dieser... Irgendwie musst du ja dann da rankommen. Ah, diese so Silberkugeln. Ja, okay, das wäre ja ein geiler Loop tatsächlich, wenn das wenn das alles funktioniert.
That was cathartic, absolute cinema as far as I'm concerned. The teams at CIG have worked so incredibly hard to get to the point where what we just showed you was no tricks, no hacks, just gameplay of the battle car. I love you too, Gronsing.
Ja, sie haben ja gerade gesagt, keine Tricks, es war wirklich in-game.
Get to the point where what we just showed you is gameplay. As you can imagine, all of that is work in progress. We have some good polishing to do on it, and we didn't want to hold it off. We just wanted to give you an honest view of where we are. That was from a build last week, so with that said, monster hunting is coming to Star Citizen. And the best part was starting off this epic series of fights with the infamous Valakar, who some of you may remember from 2016. This absolute monster of a creature is 300 meters long and sees your light fighters just as puny little ants. You're going to need to assemble your quickest and most nimble pilots to dodge the Valakar's ranged attacks, as well as your fastest drivers to bait out the Valakar from the surface, as it's the only way to bring this mighty creature out of the ground is by disturbing the surface with a ground vehicle. But how does the Valakar stack up to our crew? Well, unfortunately, the Valakar stats don't really fit on the screen due to being so powerful. But for some context, it's around 150 times harder to kill than an Aegis Avenger Titan. But to be fair, it's most likely to kill you. So how does it do that? Well, the deadly Valakar has a variety of ways of killing possible threats. So for a high-level overview of the fight, it regurgitates rock-hard sand that has been compressed inside the Valakar and uses it as a projectile to target foes. But if something's a bit too close for comfort in the sky, it uses its ginormous body to swipe ships out the way. Anything on the ground that it sees as a threat will have to contend with its bite or its deadly slam. So, little bit fun bit of information. As the Valakar becomes more injured, it will retreat back into the planet's surface, and you'll need to make sure that your ground vehicles stay alive and have backups to bait out the creature again, as well as keeping it interested. So, the big question, in a game like ours, how are we going to communicate the health of this creature? Well, things being physicalized is at the heart of Star Citizen.
14,000.
And we know how much of a large fight the Apex Valakar is, and we need to communicate that in a diegetic way. So you'll see here the Valakar's health from 100% to 1%. You'll see its skin getting more battered and bruised as the fight progresses, give you an idea of where you are and how close you are. So the nice thing about this, it communicates the Valakar's health without needing any UI or health bars, and just purely keeps you immersed in the experience. So, number one question, why do you want to kill the Valakar? Well, because it's fun, but I know you sweaty gamers, so it's got loot, also known as harvestables. The Valakar has two very valuable harvestables. Firstly are its pearls. You'll need to mine growths on a variety of locations of Valakar to reveal these pearls. And once you've destroyed the growth skin, you'll see disgusting squidgy innards. But next is its big apex teeth. These are within its mouth, and you'll need a very strong track
Die Zähne und die Perlen, okay, geil. Und die kann ich dann verkaufen, oder was?
These harvestables will not all come out at the same quality. So you'll be able to learn more about that and how harvestables are going to be used tomorrow.
Das ist keine Übung. Wir haben einen Raid.
Alter!
A fun thing here
Was passiert denn jetzt?
Josie!
Josie! Vielen lieben Dank für den Raid. Damit habe ich jetzt ja gar nicht gerechnet. Damit habe ich jetzt ja gar nicht gerechnet. Vielen lieben Dank. Und einen wunderschönen guten Abend dir und deiner Community gewünscht. Hi. Ich bin der Neckermann oder Jan. Wir gucken gerade CitizenCon. Das ist gerade. Die meisten sprechen Englisch, aber wollte trotzdem Hi sagen. Okay, so let's say hi to Josie's fellows. We are looking CitizenCon at the moment. It's a big convention around my actual game, Star Citizen. I don't know if you ever heard about it.
47 Aegis Avenger Titans long.
Have a seat. Have a good place. Main language is German here, sorry.
The Valakar actually comes in different sizes.
But maybe it's an English convention. So maybe
biomes and they have different aesthetics. But moving on,
you can understand something. Josie, vielen lieben Dank für deinen Raid. Und hol dir was zum Essen. Sei dir gegönnt.
So for our first size, we have the juvenile.
Mit 69 Followern. Heidenei. Heidenei.
Burst out the ground and attack anyone who's disturbing them. And you'll find these in caves near valuable harvestables and minerals. So for our next size, adults.
And at the moment, different panels showing the
exterminate too many juvenile Valakars,
development goals.
Which are 3 times larger and a lot more angry.
If anybody is into the development of Star Citizen, it's
varied experiences as well as show you how
quite kind of difficult development.
Beyond that, we have our apex.
To keep it simple.
Valuable harvestables and the most deadly attacks. It's also the biggest living thing in the verse so far. So, in summary,
and in this actual panel, there's an outview to new mechanics and in this case specializations about different characters. And at the morning, to understand how far away this game is from getting ready. At the moment, I've got a server error in the game. I'm just doing some mining in the back while watching these con panels.
Now, the Valakar is very exciting, but I also want to share with you the bigger picture for creatures. So let's start with some Valakar variants.
Valakar variants,
alterations to their loot and appearance. However, we want to go further with what variants can be.
These are some monsters that are going to be implanted in the game at the moment. The whole fauna and flora is not the deepest, I would say.
And I can hear the questions already. What does an adult
and that's some kind of animals and monsters that's going to be integrated to kind of let them give the player the opportunity to do some raids with friends and fight in little groups against these monsters and stuff.
We've started off with more traditional animal references like dogs and birds and cows. But now we're in a position
Ich habe nichts gemacht, aber habe meine Ringe auf der Uhr erledigt.
Looking at where we're going, all of our creatures have been defined for the road to 1.0. We've ensured we've got a rich, diverse, distinct roster of creatures to make each of our planets feel special. As well, as concealing the unique elements of various planets, ensuring that they're populated with appropriate creatures. We've been designing creatures in mind so that planets' ecosystems influence their behaviors, designs,
Service zurück.
With that being said, I would like to give you a sneak peek at our fauna matrix. That's all from me. I'm very happy to be bringing the Valakar to all of our backers. It's really like nothing else you've played before. I'll leave with this last video. Enjoy the rest of CitizenCon, everybody.
Enjoy den Rest von der CitizenCon, everybody. Das sind schon die ersten paar Tiere, die jetzt auch schon drin sind. Kennen wir ja schon. Da ist der Sandwurm. Der Sandwurm. Dass der nochmal ein Comeback feiert, hätte ich ja nicht gedacht. Und ich glaube, das Panel, was dann jetzt kommt um 17:30 Uhr.
We also have some even more amazing ships. Let's give it up really quick again for that Dress to Kill panel. That was amazing. Everyone there did an awesome job.
Ja, das war bis jetzt tatsächlich das lahmste Panel, meiner Meinung nach. Ich meine, diese Tiere ist toll und auch diese Gruppen und so, das finde ich schon ganz cool. Wenn ich dann irgendwann mal der Anführer von der Leader bin, irgendwo bei irgendeiner Gruppe von uns und so, das ist ja natürlich klar, dass ich das dann bin. Müssen wir ja nicht drüber reden.
Come check them out. And I'm here with the people behind Polakis Workshop. Let's ask them a couple questions.
Hat gerade komisch geguckt. Kann ich gar nicht verstehen.
Amazing, awesome. So,
ich verstehe dich leider nicht.
How long have you been making models? How long have you been making miniatures?
Das haben wir hier nämlich gleich auch abgesaved. Ich muss mal ganz kurz meiner Freundin einen Klaps geben.
to do the designs and the 3D printing.
So 3 years ago, you started making models, and were you always making Star Citizen models, or if not, what made you want to make Star Citizen models first?
¿Directamente con los modelos Star Citizen o estuviste primero haciendo otras cosas?
Desde el principio, empezar en modelaje 3D por las naves de Star Citizen.
He starting in this hobby because Star Citizen, he loved the design of the ships, and then start to working on designing, on blending and printing.
Do not let Ben Curtis or John Crew hear you say that. They will never get over their egos. Now, these guys are so great, but how long do they take to make? I mean, how long does it take to... Yeah, just these works of art that I'm looking at. How long is that process?
¿Cómo es el proceso y cuánto te lleva más o menos hacer?
El proceso primero es el modelaje 3D de las naves, después se imprimen, después se pintan. Y depende de la nave. Esta, por ejemplo, alrededor de 2 semanas o 3.
The first step is prepare the model.
There's also a lot of cosplaying and some esports is generating around Star Citizen. Some low flying, like in the next break.
Sorry, I moved the microphone.
Panel break.
2 weeks from concepting to creating.
I will show you a little bit in game.
Fully painted.
It's a space game, as you can see, probably. And at the moment, I'm here outside in space with my kind of it's a salvage ship. I'm doing scrapping some old spaceship parts here and. Getting some scrap metal which I can sell on the market. Genau, 20 Minuten geht's mit Pyro weiter. Ich glaube, wir machen dann aber auch Feierabend, glaube ich tatsächlich. Oder ja, bis 18 Uhr können wir vielleicht schon noch machen.
I start to printing and get mistake. Broken models, get mistake, broken models, and now you be learning process till you start to be able to make nice pieces like that ones.
So try again, and eventually you too will be able to make models just as good.
It's a really big community around Star Citizen.
It was awesome to have you guys here.
Not gonna lie.
Cut it over to my good friend Sam, who was at the Xi'an workshop.
Ja, den gucke ich mir dann neben Fußball auf dem Notebook an.
Sam, over to you.
Hi again, everyone. I'm over here at the Xi'an booth, and I'm going to introduce you to a very famous guy in the Star Citizen scene. Been around for a while. Would you mind introducing yourself and a little bit of your background with the game?
Okay. Shaiswan is an Chris the Hero Noah. This was Xi'an for, hi, I'm Chris Hero. And in my booth, I translate the names of the attendees into Xi'an.
Okay, das ist dieser Translator, der in diese Ingame-Sprache übersetzt, ne?
Free to collect, free of charge.
That's amazing. I can see that as the day has gone up, you've kind of done a few more different kind of calligraphy on the wall, and I can't wait to see this kind of grow as the convention goes. So,
ach, das ist doch der.
How would you say
das war doch der Vater und Sohn.
Get started with learning an alien language?
Der Dennis.
I think the easiest way to learn Xi'an is as a primer to watch the videos Britton Watkins made. These are available on the Star Citizen or Star Citizen YouTube channel, and then after this we have our Xi'an Linguistic Institute.
Das war hier. Oh, warte mal, wir können mal auch doch der Josie einen Shoutout geben.
Language. We have experts for Banu and other languages, and you can find everything you need, tools and learning materials we created. Yeah, so this is the way to go.
Amazing. So, yeah, you mentioned that you've got a few folks kind of coming to your booth. You're doing a little calligraphy for them. Are you just mostly doing people's names? What kinds of things are you doing with your calligraphy?
Da kommt nämlich mein Audi.
The people's names. Sometimes, mostly phonetic translations.
Was hatte die?
So
guck
the
mal.
alphabets doesn't match. There's no F in Xi'an, for example. They do have a little bit translations, but yeah, it's very interesting, and I think it's a very cool service for the community for me.
Absolutely. Well, it's an absolute honor to have you here yet again at CitizenCon, and I hope we'll catch you at more CitizenCons going forward. I'll pass you back over to Dan, who is going to go check out one of our other community
Jetzt
booths.
aber, oder?
Dan?
Und dann können wir nämlich auch noch ein Shoutout
Thank you so
an.
much, Sam. Now, guys, it's been a long week. I think most of us here could use a drink, and no one does drinks better than Bar Citizen International. Now, you guys have been killing it this week. I don't know if you guys have been here in Manchester this whole week. There's been a Bar Citizen every single night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You guys went all out. You had an entire city block takeover on New Wakefield Street. I was there. It was massive. How many people were there again?
We had about 2,600 people, which is 4 times larger than what we had in LA last year. So it's big.
So for those who didn't hear,
Was Bar
2,600 people, 4 times
2,600 people.
they had in LA
2,600, okay,
that
wild.
as well was massive. So you guys have been killing it with Bar Citizen International. But what are Bar Citizens? For people who maybe don't know, what is a Bar Citizen?
Yeah, so it's a really any event that you want to go to, anything can be considered a Bar Citizen. If you got 3 or 4 people with pizza and you're just talking about the game, that is a Bar Citizen. Now, because of all the great things that are coming out in the game coming up, and we get to see, we assume that these are going to grow and they're going to become massive. So Bar
Sollen
Citizen
wir auch eine Bar
International was
Citizen
put
machen,
together to
Leute?
help coordinators either
Sagt doch mal.
need assistance or brand new
Wollt ihr
people.
auch,
And
dass
it's
ich
been
eine Bar
great because
Citizen
the
für
number of
euch
people that
mache?
are here that are like, I want to run one of these. Well, we've got you.
Fantastic. I know you guys have, you know, registered events. Obviously, people can maybe go rogue and do their own. But how many registered Bar Citizen events have you guys had in the entirety of Bar Citizen International?
Yeah, so we have about 600 events that have established over the last 10 years. So you can see about 60 of these, and then you guys
Ich war
go
auch schon
through
mal
with
bei
your
einer.
Bar
Ich hab-
Citizen World Tour, but you're
Ist
right,
noch
there are
hier
many
hängen?
of these that
Nee,
just
habe ich
happen
nicht mehr.
naturally.
Ich hatte
And
sogar
so
mal
it's
einen
really
Poster
great
hängen.
to see everyone's so excited about this, and for those citizens that are here, they're like, all right, you're saying this, I'd really like to go. Well, we built some stuff. I mean, obviously we built a bar for you, but for any of these citizens here, you can quickly just join these Discords and find all those great experiences that we had last night. You can find it locally. So we're really excited to see how this grows, and we can't wait to do
Da
this
gibt's
again.
auch die Bar Citizen
We are always
Stuttgart
excited to be at a Bar Citizen. If you guys haven't been to
Server.
one yet, they are fantastic. And yeah, I guess
Das war
last
wirklich
question
sehr, sehr
is,
nett.
what's next
Hat
for
echt
Bar
Spaß
Citizen
gemacht, mit den
International?
Leuten da mal drüber,
What's next
so
for
über
us is
Spiele und
working with
Co.
all
zu
the
reden.
coordinators to figure out that next step. We want to find ways of kind of creating that concierge program for the coordinators that have been doing this for 5 to 10 years, because they put a lot of effort into this. And at the same time, how do we streamline this for new people that just want to raise their hand and say, I'd like to do this? So.
Awesome. Well, as a community producer, I can't thank you guys enough. Nick,
So, Peoples,
good seeing
ich
you.
mach mal ganz kurz hier raus. Wir machen mal kurz hier fertig, denn ich würde das Zeug gerne gleich noch kurz verladen. So, deswegen holen wir mal. Okay, jetzt kommt, wir haben das Ding. Ich fahre jetzt mal zurück.
Go take a run. Don't take it literally. All right.
Ich fahre mal zurück.
Quite frankly, if I may say so, find someone that looks at you the way that Scrap from Bar Citizen International looks at someone doing a CitizenCon interview. That was just so intense the whole time. All right. As they said, as Dan and Sam said, we have one more presentation left. It's a big one. Beyond Pyro. We're looking at what's next beyond our next star system, which just went to PTU, yeah? Viva Cadi, all right. I've been in this world for so long. So please welcome to the stage one of my favorite people at CIG, and I don't say that lightly. A man whose last name took me 3 years to learn to pronounce correctly, and I'm still not entirely certain I did it. Please welcome to the stage Star Citizen's creative director, Mr. Ian Leyland.
Der Ian Leyland. Das ist auch noch gar nicht halber.
I did. Yeah, I did. I still didn't get it.
One day. Thanks, Jared. Hello, everyone. Wonderful to see you all. Thank you for coming out. Did you guys see that worm? Really cool. All right. So right now, it's all hands on deck to make 4.0 the best experience for you. Richer locations, deeper gameplay, better experiences. All with completely new and wonderful music from Pedro, which will create an evocative and emotional backdrop. Rich and I have been working directly with Pedro for many months now. Beautiful music awaits. But today, I'm going to talk to you about what's beyond Pyro. So let's strap in and we'll take a look. My name's Ian. I'm the creative director for Star Citizen. And let's start by looking up into the stars and saying hello to an old friend.
Okay. Wisst ihr wer das ist? Das ist dieser Dude. Der da irgendwann mal abgestürzt ist auf irgendeiner IAE, oder? Der kommt bestimmt jetzt wieder. Das ist doch bestimmt dieser Dude.
Awesome. All right. So this is Nick's system. Nick's was discovered in 2582 by Carla Larry during the height of the newly formed United Empire of Earth's territorial expansion.
Powerriegel. Servus, hi.
Its most defining feature, and the source of its name, is the sprawling black dust cloud that occupies most of the system. The dust cloud severely hampers visibility and can interfere with your ship's scanners. This system does, however, border with Vandal space. So, visitors are being advised.
Das ist Vandal Space quasi, ich verstehe. Nicht wirklich. Sage ich jetzt einfach mal. Es gab schon ein, zwei coole Trailer wieder, aber nichts bahnbrechendes Neues.
And here it is, hidden deep in the Glacium Ring. But actually, Delamar should be, and now is, an actual asteroid. And as it's an asteroid, the space is a zero geolocation, giving a unique
Das ist ein Asteroid, glaube ich, wenn ich das richtig verstehe.
So let's take a closer look at the main POI on Delamar.
Ja, ist schon geil. Guck mal, fette City da so in so einem Asteroiden drin. Wartet mal kurz. Wir können ja mal noch kurz Folgendes machen. Grey Box, okay.
All right. Awesome.
Wie ich durch die Station, das könnte dir halt passieren.
All I remember, it's awesome to be able to say, welcome back to Levski.
Levski.
And for new players, let me tell you why it's a cool place. This used to be an old mining facility, which was mothballed and then abandoned. There is an internal network of abandoned tunnels and mine shafts, and these are now populated with refugees, fugitives, and criminals. This is also the home to the People's Alliance, who you'll be doing some work for. And as Levski was made some time back, it needed to be updated so that it can fit into current gameplay features and systems and mission loops. So let's take a look at the first update, and that is to the hangars and landing services.
So, und das was da jetzt ja heute dann alles gezeigt wurde, das muss ja irgendwann dann in eine Ding gepackt werden, in eine Timetable. Wann und wie.
Release the Kraken! All right, cool. So Levski is still perched over the borehole, but now has a suite of hangars that are arrayed around and inside the borehole.
Kraken war das, ne?
We're also increasing the quantity of hangars. This is to meet the ever-expanding players per server to remove hangar wait times. And this pass will be done for all landing zones in the game right now. And for players that don't want to store their ship, docking services will be added high up on the cliff walls. Now, other than hangars and docking services, there are other ways to enter the
sieht schon nice aus, ne?
which are also getting new updates. Let's take a look.
Aber es ist halt auch auf jeden Fall nur ein Cinematic-Trailer, ne? Work in Progress, Grey Box. Da kommt der Atlas. Ja, neues Schiff kommt noch. Spätestens bis heute Abend haben wir auf jeden Fall das erste Schiff. Mal gucken, was in diesem Redacted-Teil kommt.
All right, awesome. So around the main entrance, there's still gravity plating for on-foot access. And these will lead to open landing pads for quick drop-off and pickup. And we're also adding access to gameplay areas for a variety of local missions and gameplay types. And as you saw in the video, there will be banks of exterior freight elevators. These can be used for quicker gameplay loops without requiring hangar services. Now, as this is a zero-G location, it also gives an opportunity for another type of specialist freight services. Let's take a look.
Ja, das Talent fehlt denen gefühlt irgendwie allen. Habe ich so den Eindruck. Okay, also endlich was für die Hall.
All right. So first off, now the borehole goes all the way through the asteroid, which is awesome to fly through. And down at the base of the asteroid, there will be banks of exterior zero-G freight elevators. These will be priority access for Hull series ships. So for all the Hull series folks, we got you covered.
Ja, weil halt jetzt dieser neue Planet.
The same functionality is also coming to space stations in both Stanton
Aha.
and Pyro.
Da ist das Entscheidende. Was fangen die Leute damit an? Was fangen da die Leute damit an, wenn das halt in einem neuen Ding ist, das wahrscheinlich auch nochmal 3 Jahre weg ist? Ja, toll.
All right, cool.
Das kennen wir ja schon.
So, the external freight elevators will now have direct access to cargo decks to be able to quickly sell or pick up for the next run.
Nee, ich nicht.
So that concludes
Ich nicht.
some of the exterior updates coming to Levski. But the interior is also getting some updates to bring them in line with current gameplay requirements. These will be spaces like cargo services, as we just saw, for hauling and supplies. And refinement centers, so you don't need to travel far to refine your ore.
Sine? Ja, Sine ist ein Lästermaul, das stimmt.
The interior layout to provide
Sine macht hier immer nur Stimmung gegen das Spiel.
So to conclude, next system will be the next system.
Ich bin immer nur pro Star Citizen und der Sine ist hier immer der die Stimmung gegen das Spiel reinbringt.
Delamar is now a physical asteroid with a 0G play space. All right, not so much. And we're updating Nevsky to fit current gameplay mechanics and gameplay loops. And most importantly,
so, jetzt haben wir von diesem neuen System, das haben wir ja bis jetzt auch nur, sage ich mal, diese Station jetzt gesehen, ne?
Now, speaking of gameplay in landing zones, let's leave Levski for now. And let's jump to Rainy Arkop, which is missing the most gameplay spaces right now. So we're continuing the Building Interior initiative. We're adding additional districts to landing zones, which are gameplay focused. These gameplay areas will interweave with the landing zone, but ultimately will be independent. So for Area 18, let me introduce you to the Municipal Works. And this will be split into two locations. The actual Municipal Works, which will be an open world sandbox area for all players, and the lower Municipal Works, known locally as the Depths, which will comprise of several instanced levels.
Eine Open World Sandbox.
So, how do I get to the Municipal Works? The Municipal Works is accessible in multiple places in Area 18. Some will be available to everyone, and some you'll need to unlock with mission progression. As an example, here's a map of Area 18 Central. And as I said, there'll be various access points throughout the landing zone, and some will be easier to access than others. These access points will lead to transit systems, taking you deep into the underbelly, eventually reaching the Municipal Works. And the Municipal Works will have spaces like maintenance, filtration, and the sewer network. Which is what we're seeing here. It's a very exotic place.
Das ist dann da, wo wenn die Toiletten funktionieren, mal unser Pipi hingeht.
Open world sandbox for you and other players, very similar to contested zones in pyro stations. It's an area to do local missions like exploration, repair, or even pest control. But the main purpose is provide access to the depths. And these will be instanced areas. So, what is an instance area? Well, an instance area works in the same way as an instanced hangar. And as the name says, it's a separate space for you and your group.
Das wird dann so wie diese Landmarks im Endeffekt.
This gives us the ability to create tailored missions that will provide a mixture of content like combat or exploration or puzzle gameplay. And fundamentally allows us to design challenging, meaningful content. All right, so let me illustrate. Going over here. How the depths will be split by levels. Now, stay with me on this. We're going to rattle through it quick. So let's say you're in level B01. You're running a mission, you're having a great time with the curated content I just mentioned. But down here, you'll have to do a variety of content over a period of time and over multiple play sessions. At the end of the mission, you'll find an access point, which will bring you back to the landing zone. And you'll use this loop multiple times with different mission content. After
Ja,
achieving
der Redacted Content wird
required
Chris Roberts
amount of
sein,
progression, your access level
der irgendwas erzählt.
So this time,
Oder
head
der wird von
down
ihm anmoderiert und eingeleitet, da bin ich mir ziemlich sicher.
and now it takes you all the way down to level B02 and you continue on with your journey. Now this is your new area with different mission content, new rewards, and a new access point back to the LZ. The same as B01, you'll do this loop multiple times. And you guessed it, eventually you'll get access to level B03, and we continue deeper. With each level you unlock, you access new areas for new troops.
Ja, ist nichts Neues, ne? Aber es wäre halt ein Grind. Es läuft vieles, was sie da zeigen, heute auf Grind raus. Und mit Gameplay-Mechaniken, sage ich jetzt einfach mal. Ja, ob man das mit einem Space-Game unbedingt mit Kanalisation machen muss, weiß ich nicht, aber...
Of an actual play sessions, but this still describes the unique gameplay experience. Landing zone areas which will offer long-term gameplay progression. So that concludes this section on gameplay spaces for landing zone. We're excited to show you more. All right. So we're going to head away from Arcot for now. Let's look again into the stars, and now we're going to talk about solar systems. All right. Stanton's system was the primary system in the game.
Nee, absolut nix. Absolut nix. Finde ich schön. Fände ich ja schön. Vor allem, wenn es Grind ist mit Sinn dahinter, weißt? Der belohnend ist dann nachher.
Then we have Pyro's system, which we've spoken about at length, and this will serve as the primary unlawful system, and is the perfect contrast to Stanton. Then, as we just saw, we have Nick's system.
Kommt noch ein viertes, jetzt wird die Menge.
Like Pyro, but it depends on where you go, as it borders Vandal space.
Es kommt noch ein viertes, Leute.
A little bit of red, that's Vandal space.
Raunt ein bisschen. Ich brauche ein bisschen Raunen jetzt.
UE does not protect this system. But we've got a little bit of space there, haven't we?
Seid ihr excited, Leute?
All right. I thought he was saying click system then. I'm like, I'm not sure about that one. All right. But we've got a bit of room at the bottom. So it would be a shame not to fill it in with something, right? So if we get a big cheer, we'll reveal the system. Are you ready? Very cool. Very cool. All right. Here it is. Oh, wait.
Ja, okay. Also dann weißt du, um was es heute Abend geht oder jetzt dann im Anschluss geht.
Okay. So, let's take a sneak peek at system number 4. Here it is. Well, it's awesome, right? All right. No, in order to reveal the fourth system, let me take you on a little history lesson. And to do that, we're going to load up our old friend, the Galactipedia. So, we're back in the height of the human-Xi'an Cold War. Tensions were at breaking point.
Kiel.
In 2542, Armistead Perry introduced a designation line for a group of 8 planetary systems that marked the border between Xi'an and human-controlled space. The United Planets of Earth designated the systems as no-fly zones and utilizing them as military staging grounds. But one system on the Perry line offered a key strategic position for a potential invasion into the Xi'an Empire. And that system was Castra.
Hey! Ich freue mich so.
But luckily for us, war was averted, the Pereline Pact was signed, which was a peace treaty between the now UEE and the Xi'an Empire, so the Cold War ended. The systems of the Pereline were divided up between humans and Xi'an, and fast forward back to present day, humans and the Xi'an enjoy a more prosperous relations, and everyone's cool. So, the fourth system will be Castra.
Okay, Castra-System. Wir haben zwar, er wollte gerade sagen, ich glaube, ihr habt mein überschwängliches Klatschen schon verstanden.
History lesson's over, so let's jump in and find out a little bit more. First we have Castra 1. Here it is. Castra 1 is a dead, coreless planet because it's too close to the sun to be terraformed for human habitation. So instead, the UEE Navy used Castra 1 for target practice, giving it the nickname of Bullseye. All the weapon testing throughout the Mesa era has left Bullseye covered in craters. And as you can see, it's super toxic, meaning ground exploration will require high-end environment suits. And as you saw in the weather demo, raging storms will create difficulty.
Ja, okay, also wird es ein Planet, auf den du eh nicht so ohne weiteres gehen kannst, wenn du nicht die entsprechende Ausrüstung hast.
And other items. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have Castra 2. The second planet from the sun is called Cascom.
Cascom.
And this was the location of the military's staging area. Since the system was opened up to non-military settlement, it has since become a center of trade and tourism, but is still considered an Earth-centric traditionalist system, which prizes citizenship above all else. Let's head down to the surface and check it out. Breaking through the clouds, you'll find a landscape full of Great Lakes and lush crimson forests. And as you saw in the CTG presentation, you can see how we're going to make these worlds with the new technology. High up on the mountain range, here at the highest peak, we can just make out the landing zone called Sherman. Which is fondly known by its residents as the island in the sky. Sherman is currently in pre-production, but I wanted to take the opportunity to show at least a sneak peek. Let's take a look.
The island in the sky. Ja, sieht schon geil aus immer, ne? Kann man halt gar nichts gegen sagen. Wir wissen halt schon, wie sie Videos machen müssen. Ja, es sieht sehr geil aus, ja. Aber wie gesagt, ich habe noch nie von CIG was Schlechtes gesehen. Oder was gesehen, was schlecht aussieht. Zumindest nicht in diesen Videos. Schon crazy, ne? Ich denke schon, dass gleich irgendwas rumsteht. Keine Ahnung. Weiß nicht, was das für ein Schiff ist, aber ich glaube, das ist bekannt, oder? Sonst hätte man mehr Raunen im Publikum vernommen.
Awesome. Let me take you through some of the areas of Sherman you just saw. The dominant landmark you see in the center is Spaceport Ulysses, named after the mountain Sherman is sitting on. This is where they staged the bombers that were on active rotation, waiting on any sign of any aggression. But now it's mostly a commercial spaceport.
Okay.
The Navy still has an airbase here, but it's a great place to see some big ships of the UEE. Commercial hangars are located inside the main trench. And even though this is a converted from a naval base, it still has an impressive military flavor. And speaking of military flavor, the original AOV-9s, anti-orbital cannons, are still present around the defensive walls.
Okay.
Most of them being decommissioned once it became a civilian city. Over to the left of the spaceport is the Sparrows Industrial Park, home to the sprawling cargo yards and manufacturing plants. The Sparrows has evolved from its days as a military supply and munitions depot into a bustling and modern industrial park. To the right side of the
ja, das ist halt das neue, das vierte System, das bis jetzt geben soll. Oder die Hauptstadt.
Of the Xi'an Empire. Since the area was decommissioned, it has now been turned into a business park and is the governmental center of CASCOM, with the Governor's Council headquarters located here. As this base was built during the Mesa era, as humans were expanding their borders, this introduces a new architectural style for humans. Between the First Travarian War on one front and the Xi'an Cold War on the other, a new style called Henoism arose. With an emphasis on prefabrication and fortification, the designs were robust, durable
Jetzt noch das
against
Design
warfare,
rechtfertigen
harsh
von den
enemies,
Dingern.
and harsh environments. And from all the locations we just saw, high up on the upper wall,
Ja, das
you can
stimmt.
see the commercial district. And specifically, the Ansel shopping complex. Situated high above the sprawling main base below, the Ansel area originally served as the command center to Sherman's military operations. Inside this building,
Ja, die
you'll
Location
find
gefällt mir
key
tatsächlich
areas
auch
like
sehr.
The Edge of Oblivion Bar,
Hat einen coolen Touch.
was converted from the old officers' lounge. You'll also find Eckhart Security Headquarters.
Denke, wie gesagt,
and you'll
Squadron wird
find
ein
the
Release-Datum
Military
kriegen, dass es in Verkauf gehen kann. Das wird auch wahrscheinlich dann ab heute noch wieder verkauft oder so, oder ab morgen.
The OPA towers for habitation, that's the building
Ist mein
on the
Tipp.
left. And on the right, it's the Imperial Sherman Infirmary. There's also the Reeves Military Museum, where you can experience the history of humanity's military and the role that Castra has played in keeping the Empire safe. And finally, we have Overlook Point, which is the name of the vantage point and park situated in front of Central Command,
Ja, safe
which
call.
has the best view overlooking the landing zone. So that's a quick overview of some of the key areas of Sherman. I think it's devastatingly beautiful, with a rich history and
Ist wirklich
unique
schön.
vibe. Awesome.
Aber ja, alles
So
Konzept,
before I
ne?
go, I want to thank you all. You are all awesome. All your passion, all your dedication make our lives as devs so much easier. And thanks to the CIG staff, who's the awesome work we're seeing in front of you. So thanks again. You are all amazing, passionate, and enabling
Okay.
us to dream big. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Leute, das ist jetzt aber dann auch der Punkt, wo ich mich verabschiede. Wir müssen jetzt noch Essen kochen.
That was awkward.
Ich glaube, ihr kommt auch alleine klar. Jetzt gleich kommt das Redacted
Before we
Panel.
get there, I do have a couple announcements. Now, this
Ich
time
bin
last
gleich
year,
wieder back.
I did a
Ich
couple
bin morgen
announcements
back.
and I made a couple
Ich
people
fange wahrscheinlich so
upset.
ab 9, 10 an. Dann ab 10 kommt, glaube ich, auch das
Use this
erste
opportunity
Panel oder so.
to
Oder
call out
ab
a
12,
couple,
ich weiß es nicht.
people who bothered me.
Auf jeden Fall sehen wir da uns
Mostly, I
wieder.
just want to say the ground floor and the first floor can be the same floor.
Und ich bin jetzt aber erstmal raus, okay?
No, we actually do have some actual honest-to-goodness announcements. Two of our partners, Scan Computer and VKB Joysticks, are doing giveaways for the people here exclusively. Now, there are numbers on the
Ich bin erstmal raus, Leute. Ich wünsche euch einen wunderschönen Abend. Wir sehen uns, wie gesagt, morgen. Drückt nachher allem VfB die Daumen, ne? Wisst ihr Bescheid? Dann geh du mal zu Salty Mike. Ja, ich guck mir jetzt gleich auch noch irgendwo einen Stream aus. Bis dahin, macht er gut, kauft noch ein paar Raumschiffe und bis morgen.